Oh, I test my audio real quick if you don't mind. It's always the first minute of the stream.
Stream elements. Dewey Hung 2H is now live. Streaming Europa Universalis 4, Aztec number 1, the Jaguar Awakens, history banter, new alert, new TTS.
Hello. Let me unlock them. Okay. Well, we're fine. So, sup everyone, it's me, Zui, your friendly neighborhood Vietnamese, and today I'm very exciting to announce what should I say? It's the start of the new series around my channel, and the first time I played EU4, I was playing some Inca, and I think it's a bit of an orthodox country to start us when you started playing a game like EU4, but wow, it's the natives are really fun actually, so why not play them more? But I need to, but beware to all of the new beginners who play EU4 that the Aztec country is not really like a good beginners friendly country, because well, this is like my third time of trying the nation. Well, this is the first time, and this is like the third time actually. And I did have a couple of saves before, just so you know, and I successfully reformed the religion, and I've been paying a bit. I've been paying like a lot of attention to research on how they're played and stuff like that. So I mean, I would jump into the country a bit after we started playing, but first, I forgot to do this again. But I need to get a new music playlist going. God damn it, what is this? Put it on there. Yeah. Oh, god damn it, I clicked the wrong button. Let's see.
FG Connor. Hello there.
Hey Connor, thanks for coming to my stream. Hope you enjoy your day. And yeah, I've been talking with you about my Aztec playthrough. But the playthrough I've talked to you before was like my second Aztec playthrough, and it turns out to be a really successful. The first one was actually a multiplayer with one of our chatters. His name is Krang, and I've played multiplayer games with him because he's new to EU4, and I was introduced him to the game and all of that, and we were playing as the Inca. He was playing Inca, so one of his first nation, starting as Cusco actually. But
FG Connor.
He playing Inca
Oh,
with
okay.
me. He's been playing like a natives nation with me, and he played as Inca again, trying to practice his skill, right? Because well, he doesn't really want to play the popular nation, the same stuff, the same stuff I used to think. I don't really want to start up as like an easy mode, but I want to
FG Connor.
yeah.
BTW the bot is a lot louder than you.
Really? Thanks for pointing that out, Connor. Let me check it real quick. Well, I just need to change the sound setting. Sound devices? No, not really. We need to the application. Hold on. Oh, where's the application? God damn it. Oh, there it is. I think I should be around here. Alright, so maybe you can chat away, Connor, to check the audio for me. If you can, possibly. Just say anything, like hi. But yeah, he was playing with me, and he was choosing Inca, and I was playing Aztec, as I haven't played Aztec before. My native nations before was like Cree, and the migratory nations. When I was having no DLC, so it's like a normal EU4 game, although it just with no wars. But I was basically learning the basics back then. But my second native nation was Inca. Presumably, I mostly played Vietnam. I played Vietnam like 3 or 4 times before, but still. This like the first time.
Connor. Does the mod you use add more flavor to the new world and also Tenochtitlan as a city?
I mean, Tenochtitlan has always been a province, Connor, but in this mod, I have included like a mod that change like a dynamic name to your nation. So, for example, you have you still have like the subtext Aztecs for your nation, but your actual game.
ID say Inca are much easier but weaker Aztecs. FG Connor.
Yeah, Aztec is much harder. Yeah.
And the bot is much better now.
Yeah, thanks for checking your audio with me. I was using like a mod that changed nation's name into different add like a different subtext to it, like a Kingdom of France, for example. Like you can see, like you have the Crown of Castile. Different government type can give different subtext to your nation. For example, like the Hasfida Dynasty Sultanate. Not really the actual nation's name, but if it has like a possible dynasty, or if it was like a more popular dynasty name, then it should be named accordingly. Like the Great Ming over here, or the Kingdom of Dai Viet, still the usual Dai Vietnam. But, it just adds more names to your country. And I feel like it kind of feels like you're playing a game like House of Iron 4, for example. If you play House of Iron 4, if you have a different government type, then your nation's name would turn out to be different. For example, you have like the Syrian Venetian Republic, but if the Venice managed to reform their government. Hey Phil, thanks for coming to the stream again. But so if the Italian, the Venice, for example, change their government type.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, so I would just, jump right over it, and just gonna start a new start. This mod is really fun. I think there's a lot of overhaul mod in EU4 as well. But I think this one is receiving a lot of updates right now. So I might go on to jump into what they've added into their mod recently. But it was some interesting stuff, I would say, relating to how the production building works, and you can check the resource pool of your country and import resources from subject, or trading with different countries and stuff like that, and forming new vassal types. So it's a very interesting update. I might just go into it for a bit. If the game managed to load, that is. For obvious reason, the game is pretty laggy at times, because this mod is pretty big, and it adds like in my estimation, some region got added like a bunch of more province, but for a lot of places, the province number is just slightly added, but there are always more provinces. So, for example, in Taiwan, in the base game, there's only 3 provinces, but in this mod, it has like 20 provinces or so. The significant, the place where you have like the significant historical values, they added more into it.
Some mods can make the game quite laggy. I saw the main reasons mods lag is due to more provinces.
Yeah, it's basically, yeah. But as you can see in the world, the Semian is being
FG Connor.
released.
Which is annoying, as if you want more accuracy, more provinces are needed.
Yeah, that's true. More provinces is needed, and I think each provinces have a lot of different values. Right? For example, you have the tax, the monarch value, the production value, the trade value, the resource the resource types of the province. Like its names and stuff, its default name, and the state, the autonomy. There's a lot of different provinces there you can account in one province. There's a lot of different values. Sorry, account in one province. So, yeah, you can say the game would get quite lucky if you have a lot of provinces, a lot of different values altogether, and a lot of time it even crashes my game. So just a spoiler up ahead. But yeah, you can see that they added like a semi former nations, or there are new nations altogether, like the Semian, the Jewish state that formed from Ethiopia, and the Queen Louis being have a bit of a rebels going on right now, and the Ottoman also have like Athens over here. I think it's still in the base game, but after Eclipse over here, it's more like the Greek nations. And if you look at the HIE, well, what more can you say rather than enjoying at the painting, right? But without further ado, we'll ascend the Aztec Triple Alliance, will reform the Great Maya. All of the natives options are over here, and so right up ahead, we'll choose the Aztec nation and see what the future have in store for the Aztec Empire.
One thing I learned recently is that West to East Africa is almost the same distance as Russia's modern length.
Sorry, I need to check out message again. Kind of goes. It kind of goes with my voice. I mean, block my voice. Sorry. One thing I learned recently is that West to East Africa is almost the same distance as Russia modern length. I mean, if you look at the equator, you have to understand that the geography, the dimension of our Earth, right? Our global Earth. Sorry, I will go into this in a bit, but just a sec. Let's just let the game load up. So if you don't know the dimension of the Earth is a kind of a sphere shape, but in the pole it's obviously like a bit smaller.
Which is one of the reasons the Siberian provinces are so large as to counter that when using the game's map and movement speed.
I mean, as humans, for millennia, so as humans always write map or draw maps in the most you have like a different incarnation of maps, but mostly you have the dimension would be a shape of like a, what's the English word? A rectangle. It always have like a rectangle shape to the maps that is like the map that we are used to the most. So in the equator it would just have to be a little bit more expanded, so to say, right? You can see that's logical in that kind of way. But I feel a bit tired today as well. Maybe it's just the end of the week, but we'll see how this today goes. Let's just pray for a little interference, like
FG Connor.
for example, it could crash or something,
As the
and
map
I would
the
like,
game
not
uses
like to
is the map
enjoy
used
that.
for navigation. It's a great middle ground.
The map uses this for navigation. I mean, yeah, right. I mean, if it's navigation, then maybe there's somewhere there could be some miscommunication if you're using like a rectangle-shaped map. But so to say, the people back then don't really believe that the Earth is round. They always believe the Earth is flat. So they draw the shape kind of that will match their current position, so to say. So it kind of goes with the shape of the Earth. it is pretty hard to explain it, but you back then you don't really like have a sense of distances, so people would just imagine how the continent was shaped. Yeah. Oh, I will just put on some vanilla music. I think it's pretty good. I think the natives do have really good music with the available music that the base game have. So to start off, I will have to explain their unique mechanics, so to say, but we can go a tour around the earth first. So you can see that the religion we have here is now in the Mexican region, and in the Guatemalan region you have the Mayan religion. Don't be mistaken that Natural, the Aztec religion is similar to Mayan region. Apparently, it's a little bit different. The Mayans don't. At least if we are talking about the gameplay mechanic, I don't really know about the real world incantation. But in the real world incantation, that the Aztec, that's a lot of ritual, or would you say human sacrifice, because no, I don't know if it's controversial to say that word, but historically it's what they did, and the Spanish kind of brought that story back to the old world, and people were discussing about it, and with the recent expedition you can really pinpoint and prove that the Aztec pupils really did it to their own people, just to centralize the state during that time of the Flowers War, as you can say, the War of the Triple Alliance. But apart from the names, I don't really know much of the historical details. But I'm very thrilled actually to find out more about their history when we go through the events that they have with their country, and also we can learn it from along the history lesson or historical details that we have with the native Latin Native Americans, the Mesoamericans natives, the history they might have through game events, or I would just have to go during off stream. I would just have to research it on myself, we just go along with the way. So first of all, our estate is pretty normal compared to a lot of other nations' estate. You don't really have like a fancy new stuff with the estate. It's just some different names and stuff like that. So first off, I think I will just go with the newer metas that I have discovered during my time of playing EU4. So right off the bat, I will just pick this options to increase my Modash generate, even though it kind of lowers your crown land, and I kind of took that advice from you, Connor, so thanks to you for that. Kind of took that advice and trying to take the Monash estate first, even though you might lose a lot of crown land, and it will increase your what is it? Your autonomy level,
FG
right?
Connor.
Your autonomy keeps rising up, but
You're very welcome.
yeah, you're very welcome indeed. But as I was understanding at the start of the game, your autonomy is always around 0 anyway, so it doesn't really hurt to put some strain into your autonomy level, so to say. And if anything's happened, you can always just take a loan from your estate. Yeah. So I'm gonna pick up supremacy over the crown here, and gonna pick this option as well to increase my military monarch. I'm gonna pick this land of commerce option, and just gonna be this probably a patronate of the art, and what is it? Free enterprise. Gonna pick this right up console as well. gonna pick this oversight by the clergy, you know, the Tamaquas, if I can even pronounce their Aztec name. Sorry about that. Sorry if you have like an actual Aztec who's watching my stream, if I butchered your nation's phrase, I butchered your native language phrases, right? But interesting fact that I've seen is that you know, contrary to popular belief, the natives in Mexico or in some part of Mexico are still alive and are thriving. You know, eventually a lot of American, you know, at least the North American native would just assimilate into the broader population. But in Mexico, they actually have some sort of autonomy, so they're just their own, you know, they are some kind of their own state. Even though that's what I heard, but I cannot confirm that. So sorry if I kind of. You know, misinterpret that, right? The Aztec language is still pretty much alive and kicking. The Mayan language as well. I think the Mayan has a bit more autonomy compared to the Aztec if you're in Mexico, for example. What is it? So our level here is around 46. I think the level there is pretty good. So we're just gonna do a little bit of dice summon right after we seize land right now. Just gonna put down to 30% and that's good. We're gonna summon the dice and probably we can save scam. We probably wouldn't have to save scam, but whatever. Sorry about that. I just ate a little bit of stuff. Kind of funny actually. I kind of bought like two bread, you know, two bánh mì. Yeah. It's like a Vietnamese food, but it's kind of portable, so you can eat it anywhere, anytime. Right? So I bought 2 pockets of bánh mì, but I forgot I just ate the first one, but I forgot the second one. And it was just left a little bit molded.
Don't worry about Crown
and a little bit cold.
because you can get Crown Land back from the Conquer Other Land.
Yeah, I do get you. Yeah, from the Conquer Land you get the Crown Land back anyway. And if you play as Aztec, you don't want to have a lot of provinces, and I will go into that in a bit. So you do want to build toll instead for your nations. So I'm just gonna enemy all the pupils who oh, not this guy, god damn it. I might need to restart because well, this guy is from here and I cannot see his province, and that might be a bit of an issue. Don't worry, I just recently saved, so I could just revert it. We're not pursuing an Iron Man run because well, obviously I'm playing a modern version, so I can do whatever I want. I will talk a little bit slower to catch up my breath as well. And if you don't know, I'm kind of allergic to coffee or caffeine, right? But I kind of drank some coffee today because I have a bit of important stuff to do, and I did I didn't sleep much yesterday, so I need some coffee to wake me up, but it kind of fucks my brain right now because it's so late in the day. Yeah, that's the problem with me and coffee, if you don't mind. But yeah, I need a moment to catch up my breath. Yeah, and we're just gonna retake our rivals. I think the rivals you get from the start is quite random. I've just noticed a pattern, but we want to rival this guy over here, the Malati Thinker.
State, less crown land you get for conquest.
Yeah, more influence your state, less crown land you get for conquest. I haven't know that, so pretty interesting fact. But well, with a high influence, you should be it should still benefit your country like over time anyway. So I would say keep a high amount of influences. I mean, higher influences also give you like bonus to different attribute, and I kinda value that more. Put the crown liner right in the middle, like around 50% is probably good enough for most of the pupils. And late game reform progress is pretty valuable. So you want to get a lot of reform progress anyways if you want to higher your crown land value. So first I'm gonna pick this next guy next to me as my rivals. Although you do want to creep over into the Mayan land instead of focusing more on this side because you're basically on this side already. So probably you want to pick a Canpec. No, not really. Totomac as one of my rivals. I cannot recall like the triple alliance of the Aztec Flowers War, by the way. But I used to play Age of Empires too, and that was like an Aztec campaign, and I kind of forgot the faction's name. There was like a you Aztec and 3 different alliance against you, something like that. What was it? Sorry if sometime I'm a little bit closer to the mic and probably could cause some bass boosted effect, if you don't mind. But I have to use that essentially. It's like my mic is placed somewhere on the table. But when I'm talking, I'm also moving my body a little bit. It might not reflect on my avatar, but I've just put some changes into it. And another guy. I think I want to take province by state because I'm doing a bit of like an exploit mechanic. So for example, if I take the state over here, you want to take the full state of this guy and this guy. You want to take those full state and you want to exploit them by concentrating land options. So it will just gonna siphon their development into your capital provinces, and I think it's like a really good strategy. So I might need to retake this once again. Sorry about that. So for the starting a rival nation, I want to take a Tlaxcala and the orange guy below him. There's a lot of different Aztec or Mesoamerican states actually. So kind of a bit hard to remember their name. But yeah, maybe I can name them like at the count of my fingertips if I'm used to their countries enough. Because for time, I mean, I got pretty used to the Incan states, different Incan states. So you have like the Ecuador was like Quito, and the city of Lima was like the capital of Peru now. Actually, it was the Spaniard that took Lima, and then later took Incan by diplomatic and military purposes. Interesting facts. So we're gonna change our rival again. So I'm gonna rival Tlaxcala over here, and I'm gonna rival Teotihuacan as well. Teotihuacan kind of similar to our kingdom name, Kingdom of Tenochtitlan. So for a reason, it's not like a really Kingdom of Aztec because it kind of sounds like city, right? Kingdom of states. Aztec is not really like a state, in my opinion. Aztec is more like a specific region or a specific identity mostly. So I think the name change to Kingdom of Tenochtitlan kind of sounds much more sense to me. You have the dynamic mode. Thanks to the dynamic mode, you can change the name to your nations. So maybe the next one I want to take is like it's like this guy. I like this guy. I guess Tonomak is pretty good because you can just have a little bit of a coastal province here, and you can fabricate furthermore out in the coastal regions. So I'm gonna rival Totonak over here. I think it's a good idea. I think it's this is gonna be a much better compared to the last time I played. Sorry. Oh, God, that was awful. You shouldn't really talk a lot when you just recently had a meal. you kind of figured that. Well, everyone figured that already, but still, you want to drink some of the water to wash it away. So that's a little bit of modern decision, or the first option you have with the game. So I'm just gonna activate them real quick. Introduce vision quest is like the game stuff, the vanilla options. Update country name. So every country should have like an updated name right now. Compared to their different government types and stuff. So let's just pick the update missions so we can obtain more customizable missions, and you can check the mission tree is a bit more expanded compared to the vanilla tree. So you have a build road network here, kind of belongs to the mod, kind of related to the mod because well, you don't really have road in vanillas. And specialized production as well, because you have different production building that can change your country, your province resources. New one modernization. You have the City Alliance and the Flower Wars. Picking this option will unlock your several different claims to the different states around you, so that's pretty good. You also want to have at least one stability and have at least 1k manpower, and I think I would just have to manual the stability so I could just unlock the this mission right away, because well, in the last playthrough I couldn't unlock that specific mission because I was constantly waging war. What else? Yeah, I need to take the dice, so shut the mate, please. Làm xin đợi một chút, the state of a kingdom of Tennessee clan. Yeah, we have to. And I also have like a mod that gives you a lot of different images altogether. So there's a lot of customizable stuff going on. Different realistic image compared to the game's artwork. But anyway, and every event should have like a different kind of artwork to it. Instead of the Kingdom of Tennessee clan. Okay, so. Gonna boost up base attack to boost up prestige. That doesn't really matter because we have we gain a lot of prestige from war anyway. Turn a plan to get some manpower and get some manpower. I think that's good. So we'll start with that. And Tenno plan is a gold province. Well, at least in this mod anyway. Taclopan, sorry, not this province, but the province over in the north. Is it? I have a problem with recognizing this province because they kind of have similar names. So exactly, this is not really Mexico, but Technology Clan instead. So I think we'll have to change that. Why would they name it Mexico in like the base game? I mean, in the base game as well and in the mod as well. But if you're Aztec, it should be named Technology Clan instead, right? There we go. Capital here, Tennessee clan. I think a lot of people know it already. It's like a floating city on top of the lake, on top of a really big lake. Although I kind of forget the lake name. Although you can see it right over here, I think. kind of represented in here, but obviously you cannot draw the detail that well. Wait, what was it? Oh, this province right here. So taco plan. I think it's good enough already, so we're just gonna take it. So yeah, I was just gonna wait for a few months to get my nations properly set up. Sorry about the burps. And we'll start up with Montezuma over here. Although I've heard the name of Montezuma before, he was like a king or something. But I cannot recall now what he did, so I might want to research more on him later on. But later on, with the Spain that invaded, it was like a different king altogether, and that king kind of subdued the Spain that afterward they kind of installed like a puppet government and stuff like that, if I recall. And it was the different Aztec tribe against the whole Aztec nations, so to say. You know, the war of the Triple Alliance, you can properly say. But apart from that detail, I haven't known the specific details behind the historical context, so I can not talk much about that, you know. Along with the how the game will progress in the future, I will talk more about the historical stuff. But for now, it is an epic tale that I will unveil by the time we're playing this mod. But yeah, we're transferring from this starting region over here, Rio Grande, to the Mexico region over here, so that's good. I mean, trade is well properly established. Although we do have a spare merchant, but we don't have really a proper range to reach California, for example. And although that is like the closest node, apart from those two nodes to us. Let me just check on the stuff real quick. Although I kind of want the manpower to go to. I mean, you can build over the force limit, but to build your manpower up to a certain point is quite hard. And but I don't know if you want to wait. In this playthrough, because the last time I didn't wait, so in this playthrough I was just gonna wait for it. Wait until the manpower reach 10k, and then I would just. How long would that be? That would probably like 5 years. No, 5 years would be too long, wouldn't you say, right? I mean, 5 years would be too long, and that might be an issue, I think. But yeah, 5 years might be would be a bit too long. As long as our nation didn't get declared war on, you know. So well, I'm not really a proper. I'm still not like a proper pro. So in EU4, so I need to check on whatever options that I have myself. That I have in my country. So probably right off the bat you want to recruit mercenaries, but you're also waiting a bit for your manpower to recover. Yeah, it's like a anecdote, some kind of predicament. You know, English is pretty hard to me, sorry about that. And maybe we want to develop our spies. We don't really have to want to develop spies. We could just wage war upon them. I think we'll keep our manpower. Here's an idea. I was just gonna consolidate all my troops constantly, so my manpower level would not lose, you know, beyond a certain point. But most of the time, I'm gonna use mercenaries, so my manpower can get reserved, so it can reach like 10,000, for example. Well, right now maximum is like 7k anyway, so it cannot reach like 10k. So that is like my decision right now. Let's just say I came up with that solution right on the spot. But yeah, apart from that, feel free to every corner, if you're still here or feel. Do you know a bit about the Aztec history? Maybe you can Google a little bit. I don't mind if you Google, but do tell me about interesting facts about the Aztec if you might find anything. Oh yeah, I forgot to go about the doom mechanics. So the doom mechanic you have there with the Aztec is it's actually quite simple but pretty hard in practice. So right now, Doom is a mechanic that will ramp up over time. If your nations have a lot of provinces, your nations will accumulate a faster Doom.
FG Connor. I can't remember any information.
Well, I did try my best to recall myself the historical information anyway, so. But I cannot recall the specific details, so I'm just asking, right? The Doom mechanic is a mechanic that if your nations have a lot of provinces, it will give you a lot of problems.
Still,
so you don't want your nation to have a lot of provinces.
I don't know much about Aztec's history much.
Yeah, I figured as much, but well, Mexico is a rather new country, or you can say that America as well, right? But a lot of people really don't know about American history, like the starting American history or starting Mexico history, so to say. So you can say probably it's a little bit hard to recall. Yeah, you don't want so as you can see here, the number of own provinces is like a factor. If your country have a lot of own provinces, as you're conquesting, you want to expand your nation to gain more income, right? But you don't want to do that with the Aztec. You want so it's like a mechanic that keeps you from blobbing. It's like a mechanic that forces you to play toe, essentially, and kind of force you to get a bunch of different vassal states. And if you have 5 vassals, you can basically reform one time. And in total, there are 5 reforms you can take. One is to reduce war exhaustions monthly. One is to increase your diplomatic relation limit. One is to increase your discipline by 5%, pretty good. One is to give you 1 free colony, pretty good as well. And one is for stability modifier, so really not that good, but still. Probably I would just gonna take a diplomatic relation or discipline first. Probably diplomatic relations, so I can generate more economy. But if Doom reach 100 essentially, so you don't want your Doom or annually to be like if you conquer a lot of provinces, it could go to like above 20, for example. That's what I did with my first playthrough. If it goes over 20, if it goes over 50, then it's basically over. You need to restart your game. But if it reaches 100, it will just gonna drain a lot of your monarch point. Kind of experienced it the first hand, so in my first playthrough, it kind of drained all your state monarch point, kind of gave away all your vassals. Your vassal would just all broke away, and you lose 2 of your reforms. So you don't want to essentially let your Doom reach 100. And once you reform, it will also give you a little bit of Doom, like 30 Doom as well. So you want to watch out and keep the Doom as low as possible. So, well, there are specific strategies, and I will go into it in a bit. But for now, do I have any more decision? I just need to turn it off. So, well, Connor, you played to Aztec before, right? Or at least you know the mechanic. Feel free to give tips and tricks for my playthrough. And you can tell me if the stuff I'm doing is unoptimized, or I need to change anything, or if you have any advice to me, feel free to shout it, shout it so I would know. Yeah. But essentially, I have 2 playthroughs with these nations already, so I probably know what I'm doing. But if you want it to be more optimized, feel free to comment it down below.
FG Connor. From what you've said already, it seems you know what you're doing already.
And I'm pretty glad to hear that, yeah. At least with this nation, you need to know what you're doing, or otherwise you would fail spectacularly. Yeah. I don't think the Doom mechanic would be in the vanilla game, right? I mean, with the no DLC options, I don't think the Doom mechanic would exist. But later on, I think, you want a lot of probably want a lot of military power, but you also no, you don't really spend a lot of administrative points, so probably a lot of military power would do. So I'm just gonna pick this, and I'll probably disinherit your air real quick. We'll wage the first war, and then I will get some prestige, and then we'll disinherit our hair. And it seems like our Montezuma king over here also started with streak, so it's pretty good for him and for our nations. You know, historically Aztec is like an absolutist monarchy, so they can say the decision is pretty top down with the whole sacrificial ritual natures, with the cultures and stuff, you know, the natural cultures. And yeah, I did figure out that natural is mostly a culture, not like a religion. It's more like a culture, from what I've seen online. So let's check on our inflation right now. So I think with a primitive you have less inflation with your gold mine or your gold provinces. I think that's what this mod actually there are a little bit less gold provinces in this mod, but they introduced new resources like silver instead, so and jade and stuff like that. So you can see that in the base game, all of those regions would be filled with gold province, but it's not really the case with this mod. As you can see, you only have like a gold province in here, and in here. But you know, apart from gold, they are also introduced like stuff like silver and stuff like that. You have the silver province here. If I recall, it kind of gives you less inflation, but it would kind of less, so it's kind of a trade-off. You have the silver kind of scattered around the places. So with our income, you can see that we have like the precious mineral modifier, precious mineral variable instead of gold variable. They kind of rename it to a precious mineral because they are more than gold. There are also silvers and all the gemstone and stuff like that. You know, you have also have jades and different kind of valuable resources that gives you inflation. What else? Check on my local economy. That looks fine. We can go ahead and rent a free company right off the bat because we're gonna wage a war as usual. And we actually start up with a bit of a capital here, so I don't think we need to take any loan at all. Well, in this mod you start up with more. Actually, you don't really always start up with 50. Some nation can start up with more money than others. So maybe our force limit is a little bit over here, over the force limit here, but essentially I think this mod kind of, which each mercenaries company you added into your nation, it kind of increased your force limit as well, but to a certain extent I feel like. So I'm just gonna buy them all. We might not be able to afford all of them, so let's just hide two, right? Let's just hide two of them. I think it should be good enough, and probably I don't want to hide these companies because well, I do actually have a lot more income. If you don't know, let me show you a little bit. I'm just gonna hide all of the expensive options instead. So yeah, you have the monuments over here. That's actually a level 2 already, and later on you have the event that would boost it into 3 automatically. You also have Central Trader, which is automatically upgraded already. But this province, they kind of buff Technology Clan Great Project a little bit in this mod. Sorry about that. But they kind of buff Technology Clan a little bit in this mod, so if you hover over it, you see like a less local development cost in your province modifier. There's gonna be a more possible number of building, but other than that, you have the really powerful buffer for your early game yearly tax income for every old provinces in the area. So yeah, it kind of adds up a lot of taxation income into your nations with this monument. Kind of have a global modifier to greatly reduce your monthly war exhaustion as well, and that's pretty wonderful, I would say, right? That's for tax cost. So yeah, I have to enable war tax as well, because we're already focused on this part. So we do want to get more national manpower modifier. I think that's pretty good. Also, I also have the mode that adds like different types of generals to types of advisors into your nation. So, if, for example, this guy have like yearly amateur addition decay, but well, it's not really like a good bonuses, so to say, but still. But you can say that they don't really have like a proper avatar for him, so he's just gotta be a generic Western man, even though his name is a little bit, Mesoamerican, kind of like, right? So kind of a little bit be out of place, or you would say the European could get into here much sooner than we thought. Kills Among Us music plays. I'm gonna get this guy to get a national manpower modifier. Gonna get a I don't know where I should get the yeah, I should get the spy construction. Diplomatic reputation would be fine as well, but spy construction is really important if you're waging war. For example, if you spy on your provinces, then it generates a lot of values. It will add like a kind of bonuses to your siege speed, so to say. That's how I can explain it. Where's the covert action? There we go. I'm gonna spy on both this nation real quick. Otherwise, I could ally them through diplomatic means, but oftentimes it's not really like a great option. So probably this is gonna be the 3. I'm just gonna take. Even though right after that they should ally with each other, so we might want to watch out which nation ally which nation, and it will gonna be a bit more complicated than you might initially think. Well, I gotta talk a lot. We're gonna get this guy instead. He's pretty young, so we can afford it. Yearly inflation, yeah, need to check on this. When gaining nothing from gold, well, essentially all of our money coming from tax anyway, and a primitive nation kind of generate less gold, so, lesser inflation, so to say. Inflation kind of relates to how your gold scales, so, along with your economy, it's like a ratio that will determine your inflation increase. I do need a bit more money, so maybe I was just gonna let the time pass a little bit. Low crown land. Do you have any more options? I guess that's it. So I mean, I could take the. I guess I could take the inflation. Oh well, inflation could wrap up, and inflation tends to be a bit meta, so to say, right? It's like the best thing you can get. So I just get the inflation guys level 1 right now, but I will get him anyway, and maybe instead we're just gonna get a loan, right? Oh, and probably I want to take some monopoly on here as well. Religious diplomat is also pretty good, so just gonna get them. Just gonna grab them, and gonna grab a bit of a monopoly instead, because we have that right from the start, if you can see it. If we have it, like oh, paper is from here actually. I think paper is from yeah, the burgers. God damn it, but still, monopoly on paper, yeah, maybe I will get it. Yeah, in my playthrough, I think I always prefer to have a bit more loyalty so I can do the season option more efficiently. But without further ado, let's we can let the time pass and see what surprises the future have in store for us. But we're just gonna let the province build their mercenaries, and right after that we'll wish for. Yeah, we are in zero speed right now, so to say, but we need to change that. I think the game is, yeah, the AI is doing some stuff. Well, it always takes a little bit of time to load the game properly. So I'm just gonna set up the Zoom AI real quick. Even though the Zoom mod can add more intelligence to your AI, it doesn't really matter if your AI is smaller, for example. But if a nation's state is big, then their AI would be a lot smarter. Like they know how to form front lines and stuff like that. Although I haven't seen like the AI kind of works in this mod, but it kind of works with vanilla. I cannot figure it out if it actually works with this mod or not. So we're just gonna disable all the AI cheats, of course. And with modern decision that will come. Idea mod or say activated. So we're just gonna say the mod that changed vanilla group is active. The mod that changed is not active. Yeah, we're just gonna pick this. The Great Pyramid of Tenochi clan. Oh, there's the game's thing. Europa Universalis settings. Welcome to Europa Universalis. The event right here is about to you to set up the most enjoyable experience for the mod. The recommended mode is how I personally recommend you play if it's your first time with the mod, so you can fully experience all the new provinces. Yeah, we can just gonna do a recommended. I will pick all options myself. Yeah, and we're just gonna expand the nation without using, the vanilla nation. Well, hope my computers wouldn't get fried, but every time I'm just gonna go with expanded nation. But for streaming, for example, sometimes I have like a memory failures. But we'll pray for the best. Always have to keep my memory always have to keep my memory on the download, kind of have to delete all the popular applications before I stream the game. That's all. And hey, Lux, Charles 44 and Lemurio for coming to my stream. Hope you enjoy your stay. And yeah, along with the gameplay, I also go with a lot of history around if that's like an actual event, I could go into the history behind it real quick. But I still need to properly research more on the Aztec history or Mesopotamia. No, not Mesopotamian. What am I thinking? Mesoamerican history to comment more on it. Would you like to keep or remove the primitive and native regions from the America? I'm gonna keep them all, yeah. Historical colonization, we're gonna disable that, so it's gonna be more dynamic. Age restriction, disable that. If any European or Asian nations take a province with dangerous, we're gonna enable that, so malaria is gonna be a thing. although I haven't witnessed like malaria yet because I haven't got that far. The Great Pyramid of Tenochtitlan. So we have our starting event right now. Gonna save. Gonna have a starting event right now with the almost exclusively with the Aztec nation. The Great Pyramid of Tenochtitlan. It has now been some years since our ancestors shook off. Sorry. Yeah. Might be not a good idea to eat before you stream because well, you have something stuck in your teeth. Shook off the yoke of the tepanek of Astapokla. Sorry. Azcapotzalco. And instead joined together in the Aztec triple alliance of Tenochtitlan, Texcoco, and Tacoplan. So the Tenochtitlan, you know, our city-state, Texcoco. Texcoco is, you know, one of the province with around here as well, and Tacoplan, although our capital is in Tenochtitlan. Since then, the power of our people has grown significantly, and by now our state controls in the entire valley of Mexico. The city-state under our rule will remember that we were all equals not so long ago, and it is uncertain how far we can trust their loyalties. And it is every ruler's task to build a new stage of the Great Pyramid of Tenochtitlan. We have an excellent opportunity to try the loyalty of our subjects. Any subject city that contributes to the project will be too preoccupied to revolt, and any kind of sounds like block tax, but you know. And any that refuses will have shown its worth that it can be punished. You know, absolute monarchy. That's how it works. Our subjects must contribute to the pyramid, and let us use our own resources for this project. I'm gonna change the development on the monument by 1. That's pretty good, but that's also this thing right here. Our provinces will pay for the part of the cost of the pyramid. Every own provinces, with the exception of Tenochtitlan, get the modifier contribute to the Great Temple until the rest of the game. Gotta gain a monthly autonomy change. Although our monthly autonomy change is pretty good, but it's not really like the rest of the. It's not like the rest of the country later on. You know, it would affect your country globally, but only those specific capital provinces. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, every own province with the exception of the Tenochtitlan received. So I guess this could be a global. I don't know. Does it mean like every own province right now, or every own province after, you know, some certain times? That's what I'm wondering. Get the modifiers to the end of the game, so gonna get a monthly autonomy change minus 0.02. But if we contribute, so we're just gonna lose a little bit of point. But well, it's the center of trade changes that would be matter. But I think in this game they kind of make Tenochtitlan a bit more expensive to upgrade. So I think getting the level upgrade is pretty much worth it, I think, in the long run. Because well, considering the benefit that it gives to your nations. So I'm just gonna pick this option, I think. Right, and we'll get even more money and less local construction costs, so to say. So that's pretty exciting. The game could be pretty laggy if I stream compared to when I play it without streaming. So you have to bear with me with that. Foreign trader competition rises. Foreign merchants are increasing our competing. Aztec traders in our port are flooding our markets with cheap goods produced as well. I don't think this is like related to Aztec together, but you have the custom image over here. This making it's difficult for our traders to make it a living. They have come before Taloan money. Sorry, I keep butchering Mexican or the Aztec name. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'll just say beforehand. I'm gonna butcher all the names. Other tariffs on foreign goods, which would help protect them from competition from abroad. Sorry, I need to take a bit of a breath here. Get some water as well. I just. Oh god damn it. Sorry. And so, I mean, for those who are watching, if you are curious about the mod list that I'm using, you can find it on the description below. So Connor or Phil or anyone who's watching, you can go to the description of every of my modded EU4 playthrough, and you can check the mod list. Link is down from below. And you can download the mod with the newest version, kind of compatible with 1.34 Sweden, the current patch. And it's pretty playable. I don't think there's any bugs, so feel free to play the mod yourself if you're interested. The overhaul, the overhaul mod. It's not like a single mod. It's like an overhaul that will change anything. I mean everything. So we're gonna have the option to impose new tariff or get some diplomatic power. I guess we're just gonna go for mercantilism. Yeah, that's better. We'll also need to wait for them to recover morale as well. So I guess we'll have plenty of time to wait. And we'll observe how all the states will ally to each other once all the things are set up with the computers countries. Celtic clan is no longer a valid rival. Really? Oh, just like that. After I recruit all the mercenaries, they're just not viable anymore. That's pretty funny. So I still probably can rival, those two pupils. I think it still be good. Still gonna be good. Monument on Intermission clan. So yeah, we just improve our monuments. So this vanilla event which is gonna occur. It's just gonna give us +1 stability. Oh yeah, when you complete as a monument, it will give you +1 stability. That's what I think, right? But I do really want to get more admin power before I can accept this, so I can boost one of my stability if that's possible. Just gonna wait, I guess, since well, you get it at the end, anyways. If the event expires. And Tarascan gonna enter the military alliance with Zalisco. Alright, so Zalisco is over here. I mean, Tarascan, that's what I remember. Zalisco is over here. I really like the Zalisco flag, by the way. They have some color, so it looks like the Illuminati, right? Kinda looks like the triangle. Illuminati triangle. Illuminati confirm. Boo, 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 boo. Kingdom of Totonak is no longer a valid rival. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna lose all my rivals then. Automir has entered new ally with Kolima over here. So in the future I might want to get both of them to expand anyway. So. Tapanek is allied with Zapotec. Malatika is allied with that's actually pretty good because well, Malatika is next to me and I could just switch you upon them. Well, you always you also could pick like a single target that haven't allied to anybody. And hi, Hannah Tia Chan, thanks for coming to the channel. Hope you enjoyed your stay. And we don't have a different alliance option. They just gave it to me. So also there's gonna be an event that will. Oh, well, that's also. Oh, at the end of the game. This is pretty important. I need to get this. So, sumptuary laws and warrior cultures. I really like this image. It looks pretty interesting. You have the sumo-looking dude over here, and you have the Jaguar traditional Jaguar warrior outfit with the troops. It's like an event or something. Like a wrestling ring, right? As you can see, like with the modern world, you have a wrestling ring, and this is like the incarnation of it. Every male in our society is expected to take up arms in times of war, and the success of our state has always depended on our brave warriors. In order to further encourage the warrior culture of our people, the EU4 is now working on a set of laws restricting everything from how subject dresses, what they may buy in the markets, and what ornaments they can use, or what offices might be held in government. Sorry, let me take a breath real quick. I'm just gonna check on the game's option. Oh, I spilled my drink. Metal with a Celtic clan. Okay, that's good, I think. Japanik. Well, where are they again? Oh, they are down here. But Tablet is also allied to me. If I ally him, that would break it. But Celtic clan also want to ally me. But that would be a predicament. I think I will ally this guy since well, earlier on in my gameplay. Yeah, the last gameplay I kinda be hostile with this guy, so I'm gonna ally him instead. Not really friendly, but I want to keep a. Well, I'm just gonna ally him this way, I guess. Gotta ally. Sorry. Gotta ally him as the first option, so that's gonna be a bit clear for them. But this guy, I don't really know because well, I really do want to get all these provinces for myself, so I can have like a full proper state and I can exploit that. Technology clan gonna be my. I mean, they're friend with Technology clan, although they're sending me offers, but I have to refuse. So maybe this guy is allying this guy. I don't think it's like a. It doesn't really matter that much if we can ally him. So mostly, I think our alliance will be mostly with the. Our ally will be mostly with the eastern tribes rather than western. I mean the western tribes rather than eastern. Sorry, because well, we do want to expand into the eastern area, so we were just gonna have to attack our way in that direction, right? So we're just gonna ally with different western clans, so to say. Sorry, just I do have a habit. I don't know if I talk too much, I put rambling a bit too much compared to other people's. So I'm just gonna go with this event after, because I don't really know if people even have like a lung capacity to say all the stuff, you know. Like I think for some people they can talk like non-stop. They have like infinite lung or a lung or whatever, and they can speak like non-stop. I just don't have the capacity to do it, you know. Where they may buy the markets and what ornaments they can use or what offices may be held in their government. Why these laws will protect the rights of our nobility. They are above all a way to reward valorous warriors. For the commoners, their skills in battles will be determined by how they dresses and what they may own. Although someone may question how this sumo guy dresses, but well, to each their own. Even among the noble positions in government will only be open to those who fight without fear. Okay, so implement the sumptuary law. That's like a new word to me. Sumptuary. You don't mind. Also, I put it like two different YouTube tabs. I might just want to close them. And hey, Commander Root, thanks for coming to my channel. Hope you enjoy your stay. I don't know if my camera. I don't know if some of the times my virtual model kind of stopped moving, or I may just need to add tab to check it. But let me preload like a battle music playlist that I can play when my country is at war. I was just gonna blast him. I'm about to him real quick, so to say. So, you know, just get it ready. Just get the YouTuber DJ ready. Also, in that topic. Oh yes, some sumptuary. I need to search this word. Sung tup. Well, in Vietnamese it means sung tup. So it's like a. It's like a gathering, or it's like a family. It's like a friendly gathering, maybe, but more like a family kind of stuff. If I understand that correctly, feel free to let me know. Relating or denoting laws that limit private expenditure on food or personal items. So it's kind of like a communism. I was just joking, but yeah, kind of like sharing is caring, right? that's gonna be the word. So implement the sumptuary law. So less war exhaustion, more discipline, gain army professionalism. But in such law, tradition will remain our guideline. Okay, so probably we want to reform, so we could implement some sumptuary law, so get a permanent bonus. Yeah. Ouch. Although, yeah, it would drain our administrative power, so I guess we're just gonna get the one stability right now. There we go. Gotta delay that for some reason. Oh, I'm a neck to check on my posture. I don't know if you noticed, but my virtual model is a bit more reactive now that I fixed it. Yeah. It might be bothersome to some people, but I'm just saying. We unlock a new options. Encourage divination. Got it unlocked when my stability is at this one. So theoretically will get divination for the rest of the game. So I think that's good. -1 on rest. I don't really care about the Um, plus stability, options because well, you rarely use it anyway. Only use it for certain, circumstances. But yeah, I digress. Yeah, we're gonna wait. One more round is gonna wait for 1 more month. So let's pick our next target. So I think it's gonna be him because well, he doesn't have any ally. That's easy picking for me. I'm just gonna. Do I want to attack him on here, or do I want to lure him on my territories? I'll try luring him into my territories. I mean, when they siege the capital, it should be very significant to just wipe them out, I think. So we're gonna ask our friend over here permission. A little bit of permission for military access. Mistake enter an alliance, okay. Alliance offer for Mistake. I think Mistake would be it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna ally Mistake. Yeah, it should be cool. It should be cool. Hydrophonic system. So sorry filter. I think the text to speech is not working right now. Let me check. Oh, there we go.
So what I know about Aztec was their created hydroponic system.
Hydroponic system. That's what you know about Aztec. Although I've even wondered what the word hydroponic even means. So sorry about that. Let me check. Google Translate. So it's like growing plants in sand, gravel, or liquid. It kind of feels like a gardening, some sort of gardening type. Let me search it on Google Images. Maybe you can see it better in Google Images. I mean, if it's hydro in the name, you have to have some water as well. It's some sort of a plantation or gardening, as you can see. So it's more like indoor farming and stuff like that. That's pretty interesting. I didn't know. Different nations kind of invented that over the time, or that Aztecs really invent that, and then it got spread it to other nations. So yeah, that's basically indoor farming. Pretty interesting to know, right? I don't want to spend on a diplomat to improve since we're not waging war against I guess this guy. I think this guy we need to wage war next, but this guy we're gonna spare him for later. So we're just gonna start improving spy with this guy, and we're gonna, not for at the moment anyway, but we need to improve our relation with this guy. Sorry about that. Kingdom of Totonac. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna ask military access from him, so we might want to preemptively move into his
Phil. So let's talk about philosophy.
Whatever you want to talk about, Phil, because well, I know you already. You're gonna talk with me about different stuff. I'm fine with that because well, during a certain time there might be during certain time it would not be that active, or I might be preoccupied with something, and we might have something to talk about to distract and pretty much prolong the series from completing. I digress, but still, it's a good way to feel the stream is something while we have a down moment, right? So gonna have a role marriage between me and him. Started by him, that's good. Although Queen is not really that good. Okay, so I asked them for military access. Forgot about that. God damn it. So we're just gonna wage war right now, right here now. I think this will be pretty epic. With how Aztec work, you want to constantly wage war, so before the war, I was just gonna play something interesting. And try to test my audio as well with the YouTube stuff. Maybe a little bit quieter. There we go. Oh yeah, I don't want to. I'll still vassal him, so to say, and you can exploit them. But later on, the game will actually start. Let me try different options with the Aztec with the exploit mechanics. Just gonna let them mash it down land, you know. It will probably save our manpower that way. And for some reason, sometimes different nation can lend you a conductory for free.
What is meaning you like?
What is meaning you like? What is the meaning I like? Well, I really like a democracy. That's the meaning of life. Or that my life meaning. Whatever. I was just joking because of your grammar, but whatever. Well, the meaning of life could be many different things. But what is your meaning of life? Please let me know, because well, I was just gonna set my word for you, you know, you the viewers. What is the meaning of life? It could be tacos, it could be food, it could be banh mi, or it could be good grades, or it could be having a girlfriend, or it could be living the life that you enjoy the most, you know. Honestly, it really doesn't have any meaning. Well, until you find until you research more on space travel, that is, then I would like to become like a space taxi driver here. That's the meaning of my life. You know that apart from history games, I really like to play space game as well. I've recently got into got a little bit into space games. I haven't played much space game apart from Elite Dangerous anyways, but you know, also Paradox also have like a space grand strategy game called Stellaris. I might try that out, but you might want to watch out for discount and stuff like that. I also have some Endless Space 2 in my Steam library, but although I haven't tried it yet. But because I have too many games to play, but I might want to try Endless Space 2 after at some point, yeah. Other than that, I pretty much play a space game like Elite Dangerous. I think it's a much better game for me. It's a much more casual game. You can play Elite Dangerous like anytime you like. And the game is like an MMORPG, so you can have like different guilds and stuff. You establish different players' faction to expand over the galaxy. Stuff like that, and you control your own ship and stuff like that. So it's pretty much EVE Online. Think of EVE Online, right? And other space MMORPGs. And the combat is pretty fun, and there's also different contents for the game. So this guy is gonna give mercenaries to me for free. Oh yeah, if you know the game Star Citizen or not Star Citizen or what's the name? No Man's Sky. Yeah, No Man's Sky. That's one of the outer space game. They have the like Star Citizen or No Man's Sky. It's more like No Man's Sky because the world is procedurally generated. Not really procedurally generated, mind you, but almost all the system. They really have a really big map. Like in the Elite Dangerous, they have like a map of 400 million different systems and stuff like that. And the game is kind of like peer-to-peer, and they cannot host servers to all the different systems. But if you are playing the game, each player when they arrive in a system, they will host like an instance, for example, and all the players will jump in, stuff like that. So it's more like a peer-to-peer model. They kind of procedurally generated 4 different million systems. Although if I call the Terry friend over here, I will accept this call the Terry right now as well. Thanks for that. Thanks to him.
Phil. But first, I'll start the most crazy philosophy quotes. God was died long ago.
You know, you say that to me before, but you just quote it. You just try to find an excuse to quote Nietzsche more, don't you? Oh, God damn it! I'm suffering attrition. But yeah, this kind of Terry truth. So I mean, what are they thinking mostly? Right? They just wanna engage the enemy without my consent like this. I mean, in EU4, allies tend to act that way. Yeah, it's like a meme at this point. But yeah, I mean, I really like the game Elite Dangerous. I can recommend it to you. But recently, Frontier kind of ignored the game a little bit, kind of put the game on live support mode. So it's kind of sad to see they have to do that decision. The latest update kind of adds like a spacewalk to your character, so you can walk around, have a different spacesuit and stuff. Like earlier on, you don't really walk around the planet, so it's like a discounted version of No Man's Sky, for example. But you don't really walk around; you just stay on your ship. But the latest DLC kind of add like a walking around and stuff around the station and around different planets and stuff like that. Kind of interesting to interact with a different NPC as well. I don't think that kind of stuff exists in No Man's Sky, or it's limited.
Elite is good, but a giant event happened not too long ago, so there is a gigantic war of sorts going on.
You play Elite Dangerous, really, FG Corner. I can tell that you play the game Elite Dangerous. Because recently there was like some kind of new type of Tagore. They kind of added some new content, actually. They added new type of Tagore, so... But I haven't tried battling them yet. I haven't even built like a ship for Xeno hunting. So, yeah. It will just have to be on hold, I guess.
FG Connor. I used to. I have not played it much recently.
You used to. I mean, it's good enough. I mean, if you don't play Elite much, you just need to follow the game's development to know what's going on. But well, essentially, Elite it's more like a grind. That it's like a prolonged grind that you always come. It's like Warframe. I think the game is like Warframe to me because you collect like different types of ship into your account and pack them in a different system. So you have like it's like farming in Elite Dangerous. It's kind of countless. There's like many different ways to farm the game, right? You have materials farming, you have credits farming, you have mining farming, you have trading, all sort of stuff. All sort of different gameplay. You can play with Elite, so with more gameplay, it comes with more stuff to grind. So it's like a game where you kind of come in and out. I kind of play Elite Dangerous like in and out. I've been playing since Epic Game kind of give it away for free, but I've been playing it on and out in a month or so. It's like a couple months, that is. I guess it's a that one, so that's fun.
Phil. You know, sometime we need someone in your life. Sometime people don't know what you have been dealing in your life. Sometime people hasn't said anything to insult you what you doing.
Let me check your message a little bit. We're just gonna let the conductor deal with it. I think this guy's basically finished, so we're just gonna move on into a different guy. This guy's like with a 10 attack. Maybe I can kill him. I can just kill them both at once, or well, I don't really feel that confident. I want to wish for but like a single dude, stuff like that. Maybe this guy, No, not this guy, god damn it. Whatever, I'm just gonna wish for with him. Gonna get all of this war and we can promise them land, but yeah, that's not gonna be it. Just gonna go to war like this. Yeah, I mean you're basically giving me a cognitive for free anyway for some reason, so I mean I can't exploit it for sure. We're just gonna be a more defensive while we're at war with them, honestly. Not that we can ask, right? But you know, sometimes we need someone in your life. Sometimes people don't know what you have been doing in your life, and people haven't told you what you're doing. I don't really want to take it that way. I mean, people do people do insult behind each other, big deal. But what else to upset or worrying about it? I mean, sometimes you can hear it directly, but it could give you it could give you some bad feelings. But unless if you're a bad person, I don't think you should worry about something like that. I think you need to. I kind of smoke that. I don't know about you, but I kind of smoke niche, ideologies. I just kind of smoke them. That's all. What is of you to be annoyed of silly stuff like that? Like what the hell? You see that I got fired from my job. I've told you a story before, haven't I? I got fired from my last job just because I joke a little bit. So if you don't know, I might want to remind you that story. So I had a job with an IT department before, and I was like a coding, a front end kind of guy, and one of the people. Well, I leave the boss. I didn't really. It's also my fault that I was being a bit antisocial a little bit because I wasn't I wasn't used to the office structures. You have to be social and stuff like that to boost your standing. But well, apart from that, it's like one of the factors anyway. But one of the time I joked that some of the people who would like to who would like to make me a video. So basically, comish. They know that I kind of tell them that I'm good with video editing. But I do have some skill with video editing. I didn't say that I'm good, but so what the female employee kind of asked me to edit some videos for them for the company and probably the place altogether. So it was like an outside job, right? It wasn't really in the quota or in the work that I should have done. It's more like a side gig job. But I was planning to help them for free anyway. But I was just joking about how much money would you pay for that commission? Like I was joking about would you pay money and stuff like that. But my supervisor didn't really take it lightly and say that I have an issue with the company. upset. I got upset a little bit because they fired me because of that. At least the supervisor told me that he fired me because of that. But after that, I didn't really get upset. But I kind of laughed the situation off, I think. So it's like a really funny time. I think it's like a really funny situation that I got fired just because of something like that. You can say that you gotta. I think for a lot of you might think they could be an asshole, but it could be me not being considerate as well. Just so you know, it could depend on the situation we are talking about. What is this? Oh yeah, we're gonna. I mean, we can wait here. I think we can wait here. I'm just gonna park my troop over here and gonna take this guy out of game first, and then we'll deal with the other guy. Although I do really. Oh yeah, I did declare with this guy. Yeah. So sucks for him. I guess I'm just gonna march my troop right to the line. They don't really even seem to attack my troops. I do have a lot of conditory, so they're just scared. They just scared regardless. So at least with this troop, I can just park it right over here, so to save my attrition. And I'm just gonna get my guy over here. I mean, he's good, right? His combat is good, so I'm just gonna put the armies with the general at the front line. So yeah, have you heard of a situation that is ridiculous like that? I mean, it's like a first time with me. I mean, I used to have like an internship before, it was like before that job, but I haven't heard like a. It could sound kind of ridiculous to a lot of you, so I'm just asking, is it a bit ridiculous? Again, I was fine with the situation since I need to I need to finish my study anyways, and they just hired me for like 3 months, and I could just move into a different company, so I didn't feel bad back then. Yeah, it was like a fresher position anyway, so they could just get rid of me, But if you have been years with that company, I think it would piss you off. Yeah, I wasn't being that pissed off just because I wasn't belong that long to the company. I haven't been that long with the company. I've been only with them for like 4 months. Yeah. Yeah, nice ranting, but I need to take a break. So if you don't know, this game music. It's Yakuza music. If you know that game, I really like the Yakuza, even though I don't really play it. I only watch others play that game. But they have a decent story, and they have decent music, decent characters, decent world buildings. Really high octane, kind of music, electronic music, right? Yeah, we're doing stuff. I mean, we're just going. We're doing stuff. We're saving our manpower. We're using our mercenaries as we can. Just try to reserve. It's like the reserve troop. I think of it like a reserve troop. We don't really waste our manpower. We can waste our mercenary manpower just fine. Oh, I forgot to check, whether I have a professionalism at the start. But oh yeah, that was a decision that I took that gives you some professionalism. So yeah, you might want to get all the mercenary from the start. Let's check on the this borders add force limit to you if you run mercenary troops, so I guess that's good. Or is it in the vanilla? I could not tell. Are you going for it, my guy? Are you going for it? Like you might want to chill a little bit with your aggressive, you know. I'm just gonna hang around defensively like this. Just wait for the siege to finish, you know. Being slow also has like a. Though if you don't know, the Doom kind of ticks up over time. Like it's like a ticking time bomb. That's like the metaphor I put it behind it. It's like a ticking time bomb if you have a lot of provinces. But if you have a low tick Doom like this, you can just wage war, and over time the Doom will just get lowered. So if you don't know the.
Phil. POV when American dude make fun their queen died while British dude make fun 9/11 attack and says no tower.
I mean, point of view when American dude make fun of the queen died. I mean American dude make fun of the queen died. Oh. I might have some issues with my virtual model. Hold on. So one of them just crashed, so I might need to save the game. This might be memory issues. Might be memory issues. Alright, did put YouTube
FG
on audio only. Yeah.
And then the Americans get angry.
I mean, Americans get angry, but I was just confused with Phil's grammar as usual, but still. Like American dude made fun of their queen died, while British dude made fun of oh, their queen died, you mean like the British queen died, yeah. Although you would say, you would, I think I can give you some grammar advice, Phil, even though I'm not really a native speaker myself. So you might want to put the British in place of their queen, you know, British queen instead of their queen, because well, you don't really know what their queen is all about when you first speak it, you know. It could be the French queen. Sorry, not French don't have France don't have monarchy, but whatever. Although, what kind of nation even have monarchies nowadays? Like you have the British House, right? You have the Duke and the Earls. What kind of nations even have like a feudal monarchy, like nowadays? Since you're parking here, I just gotta siege this province, if you don't mind. Like just pretty slow about it, you know. You know I'm Malaysia guy. Not, I mean, I do know, but at least I do have I do know a lot more grammar than you. I don't want to brag or anything, but I can give you some advice. It's all about helping each other out, you know, helping brothers out. You don't need to feel insecure about it. You can always improve, you know, if you have a better, you know, English skill. Although I've been to your country before, you know, Malaysia, you know, Phil. Your country do speak a lot of different languages. For example, you have the Malaysian, the Chinese language. You also speak English as well. At some point, you even speak Indonesians. But yeah, you speak a lot of languages, so I can sympathize if you cannot master all of those languages. Let me just say. So yeah, I do sympathize with you. Morocco, most of the Middle East, Denmark, and a few others. You know, the people who get angry, right? Morocco, most of the Middle East. So do you mean FG corner? Do you mean like Morocco and most of the Middle East also get angry for with 9/11? Is that really the case? Because probably they got blame for no reason, right? That's what I think. Oh, the monarch. Oh, I see the monarchy. Yeah. Yeah. I was mostly thinking about the Western countries, but yeah, if you're talking about the Middle East, yeah, you have the royal families mostly. So yeah, most Middle East monarchies, but with some U.S. interventions of them turn to be Republicans now, but still. There's still a lot of monarchies in the Middle East, and Morocco's, I guess, right? Denmark's still a monarchy. I didn't know that. That's fascinating. So what is like the House of Denmark? Do they have like a special monarchy system, or just a typical monarchy, or do you know the Denmark monarchy? Because I'm pretty curious. I think apart from Denmark and Great Britain, I don't think there's even any other monarchy country. I don't think so. Don't know anything about them. Yeah, I figured as much because I don't really know about them too as well. But you do know that they're a monarchy, right? Yeah, mostly I guess all the war just gonna be a lot of siege progress. There's gonna be some battle in the meantime. But well, early game is almost always seem to be like this, I guess, in a certain region. There's gotta be a lot of siege, and your troop cannot even siege the capital, Fort well, per se. So it's pretty much confined to a certain speed. But they're pretty much a coward because they are just camping a mistake prevent me from capturing it. But since you know they are condensate troops that I'm hiring right now, quote unquote, they kind of give it away for free for some reason. So I might want to exploit that, like a constantly waging war. So my condensate wouldn't get expired, you know. So during this gameplay, just a warning that I will pause a lot. I will pause a lot just so my condensate troop wouldn't get expelled out of the country during the downtime. I think that's possible. In the last playthrough, I kind of managed to extend their condensate in one way or another. Malaysia official. I just gotta let the lady speak it out. She's often late, you know. Also, I did lost my
FG
ball.
Connor.
Right? Oh. My model just freeze. My model just froze. Sorry about that. I think I have to relaunch them. I guess since there was some problem with the balls, my whole character just froze. Let me just relaunch my virtual model. At the meantime, we can still play the game here. I just hope that there wouldn't be memory issues, you know. But if there's a memory issue, my computer tend to have the blue screen updates. That's the problem. Because streaming and playing the game is like costs a lot of resources in my computer. To my computer, and it's like a heavily modded version. Oh yeah, Mistake is my they're not sieging my ally. Well, not really currently, but that capital is kind of open, and I forgot about that. But I just fix that real quick. I just just fix that, you know. They do have a good admirer, but what more can they do with that? Like funnily enough, in this game, you know, I think it's a pretty funny detail that in EU4, native cannot really build big ships. Like a galleon, for example, they cannot build it, or they cannot build like light ship, even. Yeah, historically, I mean, they're just cogs, right? But historically, I mean, they have canoes, and they have different size of canoes. Sometimes a war canoe can be as big as a ship. But I digress. They do have different size ships. Like they have canoes, you know, which travels to two rivers, and you have the big ships like the war canoes, or it could even be a ships, you know. But I guess the EU4 gotta simplify things a bit. And they are, and you know, that's kind of have a hate boner for natives. That's what I assume. But I digress. Gonna allow military access to okay, whatever. You're waging war over there, you know, don't mind me. Although I kind of want to you know, swap the generals to be at this province instead. Although I don't think they will be really assertive right now. They just being pushed into a corner. I think compared to me, I do have a lot more troops plus my free condottieri troops, so to say. This might be not be your type of music, but I like it. Sometimes I do really like different types of music. I do like metal, for example. I do like listening to Sabaton, for example. Not Sabato. Sabato was like a fictional characters that I know, but still. Sabato the Witch. New trade research is heretical. We have had complaints from several dignitaries in our country that the new practice of our merchants are clearly heretical, and that we should put a stop to them. Okay. I guess we're just gonna ignore. It's always a good option to pick ignore in that fucking event. Sorry, I just swear right there. Didn't really meant to swear, sorry. You know, algorithm nowadays are so sensitive with swear words, but although it used to be really sensitive, I think, in 2018 or 2020 compared to you know, the good old days of internet, right? But now they are more focused on the racism side. So they're kind of ease up on the swearing a little bit. I think you can just swear just fine. And some people can even edit their content now to, you know, to extrude the swear words, you know. Thanks to Rogue Girl for coming and checking my channel. Hope you enjoy your stay. Also, I've been talking to like a lady recently. Not really have been talking, but I kind of checked one of the channel that I will read that will be that will have a debut not too long from here. So she also plays EU4. So how do I put this? I mean, I know. It's a pretty rare circumstance where sorry, my language here, the female species plays Europa Universalis 4, but yeah, it's a she, but she's about to have her debut. She's also a virtual YouTuber, so if you like, you can give her a watch. Honestly, I think I will check her content out because well, it's a rare circumstances that a girl gonna play EU4. honestly. So I'm waiting for her to have a debut on 14 of February. That's gotta be her debut date. Gotta be a little bit late for me. Probably during this hour, but imagine it's a little bit late. I can put a link if you're curious. Oh, I have to check on my virtual avatar. Sorry about that. Yeah. Speaking of virtual avatar, right? Yeah, I'm checking mine right now. Yeah, just to have that update that it tends to bug us sometimes. Okay, so we're fine now. My virtual card is back. Honestly, I could not be happier about that. Yeah, I really do like this thing because of the novelty and could put some personality into your gig, right? You can be an animal or you can be an anime girl, whatever. Wandering sorcerer. Apart from the anonymity things, I really like virtual things, virtual avatars. We have received word from one of our provinces that a man claiming to have magical powers is spreading some sort of wizard, spreading fear and evil rumors there. The local leaders are confident that this is a mere charlatan that they can. I guess that would be a wish for them, or shaman that they can handle. But many commoners are susceptible to his influence. So yeah, I've seen this event before. So you're gonna hunt for the sorcerer and choose between send an emissary to catch him, or let the local authorities deal with him. But well, since I do have low. Well, I think my autonomy, I don't think my autonomy can be increased. I don't think so. Well, except this anyway. So I guess I can take the autonomy from Texaco. Yeah, Texaco, that's not gonna be a bit of an issue. It's just gonna be go down, right? Just gonna go down. That's what I think. It's one of my capital province. It kinda goes up. It didn't work. We're just gonna wait to see what happened. But I don't really like the local autonomy. I think you should pick the monarch point instead. Kingdom of yeah, okay, whatever. That's cool. I don't mind. Just gonna take all their provinces and we're making some significant progress with the siege while we are talking. I mean, significant in a way, in the early game term, right? If you don't know, in EU4, early game is always slow like this, but if you have significant difference in tech, the siege progress would be a lot much faster. And my game is a bit laggy since, well, I'm spending most of my resources. Siege of Tenochi clan, Tenochi clan. I can't imagine the name, like this is like the state of Teotihuacan. I don't know how you even spell it, but yeah, I always mess up, the name between these two provinces. Declining power of the Tetekutin. As both influential landowners and the traditional warrior class in our state, the Tetekutin have not fared well lately. Through a combination of excessive infighting and poorly coordinated power plays, the Tetekutin have lost influence in Tenochi clan, and many have retired to their properties in the countryside. So yeah, losing influence. What's the word? Too long didn't read. Yeah, too long didn't read. Lose influence. You have the Perang dialect, Selangano. Oh, sorry, I think the TTS is not catching you for some reason. Yeah, the lady is sleeping on her job. Let me refresh her
Phil.
real quick. Oh, there we go.
You know I'm Malaysia guy, not English speaking guy. Phil. So Malaysia official language was Malayu, but there are people speak other languages like Chinese, India, and more in Borneo Island.
Oh, okay.
Phil.
Yeah,
And
I
same
imagine,
time
yeah.
Malay language divided different dialect on cross Malaysia Peninsula. Phil. Like we have Perong dialect, Selangor, Kedah, Johor, Kelantan,
Yeah.
Malacca,
Yeah, yeah.
Negeri
Yeah,
Sembilan, Pulau Pinang, Pahang, and more.
Yeah, I do recognize all of that now. Yeah, Johor was more in like in the southern accent. Malacca, Johor was in the southern region. You know the eastern south. Anyways, how do you even say it? Like the Borneo, you have the Borneo region, right? And then you have the Malaysian region, Malay region. That's it, right? You have two different regions. So you can say southern. You can say Johor accent is like a southern Malayan region, right? What how do you say it? Because in my country it's like a big giant snake, right? If you check my country, it's like Chile. Vietnam is like Chile. It's like a snake kind of a country. But yeah, the country got divided into my country. So basically, my country got divided into like 3 different sections. One in the north we call it Baki. It means like the northern provinces, and in the middle region we call it Chunki. Kind of means like the middle regions, middle states, you know, or in the southern regions we call it Namki, so southern regions. So yeah, it just got divided into 3 different regions like that, and each provinces also have their own accent, so to say. But if you pay attention, there's like some kind of different countries. You know that different countries also have their own different accent, anyways. But I was just emphasizing how Vietnam. How do I describe this? Oh yeah, it's like the pattern of speaking. Yeah. So in southern they have like some sort of probably because they used to be Khmer, so they kind of speak Vietnamese in a different way. So they use like a different their slang is a bit different, kind of like how you say "ban" in the north, you would say "burn" in the south, something like that, you know. Kind of like a different kind of a dialect, different pattern speaking altogether. Sometimes you can form like different sentences altogether. But yeah, with different countries, you know, there should be it should be clear enough that different countries have their own special what do you say, special accents, right? I cannot for example with Australia, I know I know Australia accent much, but I can see like a different dialect within them. Like they have a classic how do you say it? Redneck Aussie that will probably sound a lot more different than you know, a posh Aussie accent. Or you have you know, the Americans also have their southern or northeastern dialects, or Louisiana midwestern you know, dialects. Right? Every country have their can be divided you know, locally, not just accent, but I'm talking about culturally as well. And it's very funny that I kind of recognize the province you did mention there, Phil. Does Terengganu have like a different accent? I don't know, because well, I did went to Terengganu, and What was it? Like the capital? Kuala Lumpur, yeah, Kuala Lumpur. Kuala Lumpur and Terengganu. For the first glance, I mean, I still cannot recognize like your country's different accents. By the way, like when I just visit there and when I hear the local speech, it's like you cannot understand them anyway, so you cannot spot the differences. So to this day, I cannot recognize, like the differences between your accents, so to say. So it's like a local thing that you would only understand if you are like a local population. It also depends on if your country is popular or not. For example, with you have the England accent or the Scottish accent. Those accents are popular, so they are well known. So a lot of people know about them, but they don't know like different Vietnamese dialect or different Malaysian dialect, for example. So probably one dialect is more popular than another. I kind of got into a tangent about accents. So I'd like to excuse me for that, but it's not like this channel is more for content like this. So feel free if you want to have a banter with me about different stuff altogether. And thanks time taking for coming to my channel. Hope you enjoy your stuff. It's just some simple. It's just a lot of simple things that I kind of put into words. I kind of struggle with English. Although a lot of Vietnamese thinks my English skill is good, but there's so many things I can improve. Like I cannot speak like a native, obviously. Kind of struggle to think of the words sometimes. I don't even know what kind of English accent I have. Speaking of accent, right? But, some people think I have like I used to talk with a lot of Australian pupils. I used to play a game called Crossout, and I used to hang around like a Australian clan because the Aussies are pretty close to Asia, and we play on Asian servers. So I used to talk with the Aussies, and they know English, and I can communicate with them in English. And when I say things to them, they kind of think I'm like a I have like an European accent or something. Probably just to the Aussies, but I don't know if it's like that to you guys. Just to the Aussies, they think I was like Polish. So it was pretty random that they thought I have like a Polish accent. Although I did say that I'm Asian. I'm Asian. That's why I'm playing on Asian server with them. But they thought I have like a Polish accent or something. It was pretty funny. That's the Polish actually sounds like me. Or did my actual English accent kind of improves? I think the Polish English accent is quite harsh. I've heard it before. It kind of sounds like Russians, but a little bit more Commonwealth. So kind of a little bit different from Russians, but kind of imagine Russian accents, right? It's a bit harsh. Horse. That's the word. I guess over the time my accent kind of improved, so I don't know even what kind of accent I even have right now. But yeah, maybe I do have a Polish accent. Maybe I do have a Polish ancestry. Who knows? I'm gonna rename my channel to Zoe, the virtual Vietnamese Polish cat. Yeah. Funny. Are we done yet? I mean, there's only one province, but I want to take all of it in one go, so I can exploit the provinces, and maybe prepare ourselves for the next war. Oh yeah, I haven't spy on this guy. That's the reason why. That's the reason why the siege was so long, because I haven't spied on him. I'm gonna stop spying on this guy. What's our next on the chopping block? So if I take this guy, that's gotta be 2 vassals. If I take this guy, that's gotta be 3 vassals. So I'm thinking about can I make this guy my vassals? I don't think I can. So 3 vassals and we just need to get 2 more, so we're just gonna count it. You're looking rather spicy right now. Tell me so. I haven't seen one nation got a wage war by 4 different neighboring states before, but well, I guess poor him, right? Poor Alfredo told me. I do have a plan to ally him as well, but well, you cannot ally him in the state. So to say, yeah, I think it's a good option to invade this guy. So that's I'm gonna mark him as my next target. I don't need to spy on them anymore. Maybe we'll spy on this guy next. Yeah. That's gonna be a surrender. You better be surrendering. I have the Jaguar warriors. If you play Age of Empires 2, Jaguar warriors is a pretty powerful infantry unit. I think from our situation, it's a rather powerful unit. Merchant war is about lack of protection, but a focus on a free trade. Our merchants are concerned that they're not getting. Yeah, okay. Well, the random events, random vanilla events. Although I do like the pictures. Like the picture is so dynamic in this mod, I think. Yeah, get 1 mercantile. That's a good trade actually, because if you consider boosting your mercantilism manually, it will cost you 100, and you get 1 there for 35, right? And the option would just give you negative anyway. So, I mean, with certain exploit, you can get more mercantilism, but at that best, you can also, just straight up promote mercantilism. But it's not like a really efficient way you can get them to events or estates, so to say. Maybe in a downtime I can seize provinces, but we're advancing a bit fast right now, so we might even don't have time for that. Level have low doom as well, and you want to keep this number low, or else you would be We would be failing anyway. Anyhow. You need to know how to run the boss sacrificial, the classic blood sacrificial states. I think that's the reason why I picked this playlist as well, the Yakuza playlist, because it's a bit high octane. As you can tell, it's a bit high octane for a lot of people. So it's like a high energy, right? Think of it like that. And we are just basically racing against time, so might as well play something a bit fast, Can get into the spirit. Racing against the ticking time bomb. I did try this the first time in multiplayer, by the way, with a viewer named Krang of mine. He played with me. He played multiplayer with me. He was choosing Inca and I was choosing Aztec. So with multiplayer it would be a bit more intense because you don't tend to pause in multiplayer. It's a bit insane. The micromanagement in multiplayer. It's a bit unnerving, so to say. I guess I would just wish for next. Or although I do want to take the off time, yeah, since we are avoiding this troop, they might enmass, they might enmass the troop together against me. Oh, I'm earning a lot of money at the moment. So that's pretty good. I think the modded version, I think this mod kind of boosts a lot to Aztec compared to vanilla. You don't really have to worry about your troop. Well, you could just run mercenaries and be done with it. Our leader though do have siege, if I presume. Oh, one of my mercenaries do have siege bonus. I forgot about that. Yeah. What was it? It was where are you? Oh yeah, this guy. Okay, so I mean they're there already, but I feel like the progress is a bit slow. But we want to piece them out individually. No, we don't want to piece them out individually, but we want to piece them out at the same time. What just keep hitting the status quo? What the heck? Like that's the problem as well. Like the RNG first is not liking me out of this moment. Also, we're not blocking them, so it will add more to the progress. I mean, we can technically actually code right now. Let me check. I don't think we need to kill the other dude. Let me see. Gotta get the money, gotta get the fossils. Oh, I need to refresh the playlist. Oh, something has crashed. So I do have a lot of YouTube extension enabled, so maybe my memory is still being overloaded right now. Refresh the playlist, there we go. Well, Yakuza has a lot of songs, but I haven't added much to this playlist. So we're gonna get him as a vassal. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, because
Wait, Hill. Do Wei the virtual cat.
Hey, wait, thanks for coming back to my channel. Hope you enjoyed your stay.
Wait,
and, yeah, good to see you again. Wait, my friend. Yeah, no. And yeah, but it's been a while talking to you. Yeah, how you doing, my friend? Hope you been enjoying your weather in Guangdong. Yeah.
But you can see the difference, like Kedah dialect. When someone says "let's go" or "jom" in Malay, the what to say bye. Phil.
What to say bye?
Oh hi.
What to say bye? Hey, yeah, say hi to Wade. I think he's a good dude. But yeah. I think you can discuss philosophy with Wade. He's pretty big on that. He talked to me a bit about Chinese society and stuff like that. But don't steer into like a really bad situation. Right? I think you can discuss things with him, but he's in China, so you might want to watch out on what you're discussing with him. He's VPN just to watch my stream, so I kind of feel bad for him. He's in China. So you might want to, talk with him more, a little bit more carefully, but you can still be casual with him. He's a big fan of philosophy as well, so we kind of talk about different topics, if I can recall. Why I'm still why I'm still being occupied with my pistol, just something to talk about. So I want to get this guy's my vassals. Yeah, this guy. Get all the provinces. I guess we're just gonna leave what the.
Wait, Hill.
Gonna kill them, right?
This looks interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting because I'm playing what the Aztec nations. It's not like the nation you expected that history you know a lot about, right? I can recall some Aztec history, but I cannot even recall the details as much of a history buff am I. But wow, most of the time history is people would know a lot about history, like a European history, Mesopotamian history, or Asian history. That's the like the region where the knowledge is mostly focused on. But I think there's some solid Meso-American history as well. So if you don't know, wait, this region is called Mesoamerica. So it's like the combination of both the Mayans and the Aztec over here. You have different Aztec tribe and the Mayan tribe. I mean, they do sacrifice. I think they both it's like a cultural thing for them to sacrifice their peoples to the gods. Unless you're talking about the Incans, they're more like in the Andes over here. But the Incans, I don't think they sacrifice. They don't really have like a sacrifice ritual, but they have like an idol culture, like the golden idol culture. They call themselves the Huacas. But the Mayans and the Mayan and the Aztec, they sacrifice a lot of people. The reason they wage war and holding captives in their war, rather than killing them or let them go, it's to just take them to the god and sacrifice them. Yeah, that's the thing. Enough of me rambling for now. But you can see the cultures of this region is mostly about human sacrificing. And you have this mechanic here called Doom. So if you don't know, it's like a ticking time bomb. Imagine, it's like a ticking time bomb. That's why I'm playing some kind of fast music like this, because this is like a ticking time bomb. If you don't wage war upon your enemies, this ticking time bomb will tick up, and once it hits 100, your nation will explode. So TLDR is like that. It's like a ticking time bomb, yeah. If you don't wage war, the bomb will explode. So we're just gonna speed run. Tenochtitlan World Conquest 100%. Big chungus, you know. That's what we are doing in this playthrough. But then later on, I do want to try and see once we reform our religion and get rid of the Doom mechanic. Yeah, so let's just wait for the siege, you know. I think let's just wait for the siege.
Could we conquer the whole continent?
I think we can. I kind of had like a test run before. Wait. Let me just check this. Automate being at war again. From the duration of the playthrough, I kind of feel bad for this guy because before he got a wage war for 4 different guys. Right now, he just got a moment of peace, like a 1-day moment of peace. And then he got gangbanged like 4 different dudes again. Okay, but I kind of feel bad for this guy. Yeah, that's all I can say. But yeah, apart from feeling bad for Automi, for some reason, people really like this guy's ass for some reason. But yeah. We can't conquer the whole continent. Wait, everything is possible with this game if you are professional enough. I mean, if you play this game a lot, you would know a lot of the game mechanics. So it's really possible to play like a really small nation. Think of it like Tibet, for example. If you're in China, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but think of it like Tibet, right? It's like a Tibetan region being like its own separated nation, and from Tibet you have Tibet is like a really big region, but it's really sparsely populated. Think of it like Russia, right? But it is small. Or Bhutan, think of it like Bhutan, for example. But from Bhutan, you can still establish like an empire out of that. So really, the imagination, you can imagine everything. It's like there's no limit to your imagination, you know.
and you can you can form like different nations out of different decision. For example, if you play on the Russian region, if you play as Georgia, if you conquer the whole Caucasus, you can establish yourself as the Caucasus, as the United of Caucasus, and form the Caucasus nation. But if you go for Russia instead, if you go expand to the northern regions, you can form Russia instead. So it just depends on the decision that you can form history in this game, you know. For me, I'm starting as one of the Tenochtitlan state, and I'm trying to establish the Aztec Empire, so to say. But it's still in the process. Yeah, it's still pretty much in the early game. You will understand it. It's like unlike many of your known strategy games. Wait, because the game tends to be pretty long compared to games like Age of Empires, for example. And a campaign of this game is pretty long. You know, the timeline span between the 15th century to the 19th, or depends on mod, it could span to the modern age. But still, yeah, it's like a really big period of history, so the game is pretty slow. Yeah. There's just a whole lot that you can do within the time frame, you know. It just depends. If you're speedrunning the game, you can even conquer the whole world. But some people stop at certain point. And there is like a really a purpose to games like this. You just paint the map in your color, but during the process of painting the map, you also have a lot of interactions.
Sheltering.
Emotions, I know, right?
Wait Hill. Chill what?
I love every time when the detective fish lady tried to pronounce emoji. Kind of like that one, right? Chew it. It's just so funny. I love every time. Imagine a person. Imagine you just type something and you just manage to make her seizures. Yeah, that would be funny. I think that would be a great idea for Death Note, right? I haven't watched the anime called Death Note, but essentially you write that name into a note and then you kill another person. But imagine you write something and imagine you have a different note where you can write something and you can make them feel certain stuff. Like for example, you have a special note that you can write something to make them seizure, for example, or make them be poisoned, or make them be lovey-dovey to a specific person, like a love potion for something like that. Imagine apart from the Death Note, you have something like Dark Note, for
I
example.
don't even know it reads the emojis.
It does, it does. It just needs the text behind it, that's all. But yeah, imagine the Death Note, you have some kind of note that make other people feel certain stuff. I think that would be a great story to write. Two of a kind. Now the queen is as brave of Zanya. Kind of reminds me of an Overwatch character. Military tactics and organization have always been of great interest to her. Oh wait, you play FPS a lot, right? Did you play Overwatch? In addition to her daily sword practice, she spends many hours each day studying the art of war. Oh yeah, is she one of our queen? I mean, she should be the queen. Oh yeah, you can see it right here. So it's not a random name. It's a queen, Zanya Koislatwaka the first. Sorry, I butchered that. During the last few months, she had become better acquainted with one of our most respected commandants, and he, in turn, has taken our queen under his wing, teaching Zanya everything she wishes to know. Now Queen Zanya has asked us to make the commandment an offer, claiming that he would make a much better advisor than the master recruiter. Oh yeah, so it's one of the event that you can get a free advisor. Always get some free monarch points. Honestly though, this early on you would want advisors. Although national modifier, manpower modifier is pretty great right now. Did I even boost this guy up? But well, I don't mind with this option. Discipline is pretty good, and the advisors you get gonna be cheaper to employ, so it's a good option. I'm gonna pick this. We're gonna basically take one of our queen's friend as like an advisor, so to say. The good thing will always come out that, you know, right? So where is she? Where's he even? Oh, she, yeah. So that event, when that event fired up, I mean, often, mostly you would just have male advisors, but for some events you have female advisors, or in rare chances you might have female advisors. But yeah, well, this event will mostly gives you female advisors. So yeah, this girl right here gonna keep more discipline to our troop. Think of something like a BDS them. Think of it something like that, you know, along those lines. She's gonna get the whip, you know, to the boys. Jokes aside, you know. She's gonna whip the boys up, so they're more disciplined. Yeah, you know, funnily enough, I've been getting into Yakuza like recently, you can tell. I don't really play the game, but I watch others play it. But yeah, the newest version, Like a Dragon, kind of changed the whole gameplay, like 180. And I think that's pretty funny. Sorcerer disappears, so the problem with the sorcerer spreading fear in our land seems to have gone away. Yeah, so I guess he just fled. You know, he was never caught, but the man has not been seen for many weeks now, and his bad influence has waned. So I guess it's just gonna be good for us, you know. But we cannot tell whether he's gonna be returned or not. So yeah, this is the music from the latest Yakuza game. Really like that game because of the characters in the I guess mostly the characters. I like the characters a lot in that game. The story is not so great, but sometimes it can be hard to follow. But they just did a 180 and changed the entire game with the new version. So you don't know the entire Yakuza series. They don't really change their gameplay mechanic. They don't really try to change their gameplay. It always has been like a beat 'em up type of game. But yeah, I mean from Yakuza 0 to Yakuza 5 or 6, it always has been a beat 'em up kind of game. But with this Yakuza, the newest Yakuza series, Yakuza 7, Like a Dragon, they kind of change it to be to make it like a Persona. Personally, I feel like I prefer it more like the new way they approach the stuff. I'm not really the fan of beat 'em up anyway, and I kind of prefer that the Persona type of gameplay, like the JRPG kind of gameplay. Like you have many different characters and you switch between different characters, and think of it like Final Fantasy turn-based action, right? Or Persona, you know, if you know that game. But they add their own flavors and stuff. I think that's pretty nice. I think it's pretty unique. Yeah, just well, they are pretty stupid for hanging around in this one mountainous forest and they're suffering attrition. But well, it's that decision for being cornered. Well, they could just ask this guy for military access, you know, and they wouldn't even ask that. We're just gonna joke around, joke about the computer players being stupid again. But what it seems though, it seems like well, the guy right over here also take me as like a rival. But I don't really want that. For me, I just want to make friends with this guy instead, and gotta focus my expansion, you know, eastward, because that's where all the pupils goes. All those. So my strategic, you know, take it that I want to ally this guy. Sorry, this guy are my ally because well, they don't really block anything away from me. But well, this guy is in the way for me to conquer the whole peninsula. But I can keep this guy as my ally. So yeah, it's my plan to ally that whole region. If only you're not being declared war on much often though. Maybe if I ally him, since I guess he's like a vassal or something, that makes him more, you know, being more declared on, right? I can just take this and or just attack Automy. I guess we'll just have to sorry for our Automy friend, but I sympathize with we're racing against the Doom Clock, so I might need to attack them. Why they are weak, you know, strike them when they're weak. That's the Art of War by Sun Tzu. The Art of War says the Art of War is to win a battle without fighting. Yeah, that's what I remember. Yeah. If you know, yeah. So I'm just gonna full quote here. Sun Tzu said, "The Art of War is to what's it again? If you know the enemy but not know yourself, you will succumb every battle."
Face blue smiling.
Yeah, wait, let me just say. The Art of War is if you know your enemy but you not know yourself, you would succumb to every battle. But if you know neither yourself or the enemy, you would not stand any chance. But if you know yourself and the enemy, if you know yourself or the enemy, you would win every battle without fighting. Something along those lines. Yeah, the actual quote is much longer, but I can't recall all of it. Yeah, that's the problem. I have a problem with recalling quotes. I don't think I can memorize those the quotes well. Always have like memory issues, you know. That's why I don't really like to study the quotes. For me, it's more like the usual philosophy instead. But I really do like Sun Tzu quotes sometimes, if I can even recall them. So I guess the sorcerer just returned. So I assume the sorcerer is a he. So the pronouns for female sorcerer would be a sorceress. So yeah, the sorcerer would be a he. It seems that the sorcerer that got away from us has now returned. Local authorities insist the man has been spreading diseases and making ill-boding predictions and must be stopped. So I guess we're just gonna stop him again. God damn it. Wait, what the fuck? What the heck is this? Until the end of the game. I guess it will go away once you catch him, right? Countryside sorcerer. Where's it? oh, the province. I think it's this province, but I'm not sure. No, this province, yeah. Local authorities, yes, I think it's going up. Yeah, it's definitely going up, so we might want to spend our points, yeah. Whatever. We have to spend our points for now. What is strange music? I cannot recall if Yakuza have music like this, huh? I gotta just put my music on autoplay, okay? So I might need to change my playlist. There we go. Wait, look the playlist. There we go. That's more like it. I usually just handpick the music, you know. But if you don't want your video to be copyrighted, you want to choose game music. Although even some games kind of copyright your music. Sega, quick. But sorry about that. I don't know if Sega care that much about Yakuza though, because, well, their money, Yakuza music is pretty good, so a lot of people listen and use that, so they don't want to copyright that. That would give a lot of controversy. I think the developer, I mean Sega is not really a developer right now. They used to be a developer for you know, Sonic the Hedgehog or many games, right? But Sega is mostly a publisher, so you know the game is not being developed by Sega. But even a I mean it is the publisher decision a lot of times, but they also need to get the developers' approval. I get real peace here, yeah, real peace here. Job well done. We haven't suffered any casualties, and I think I can spend a bit on that manpower. God, when I remind me when I hit that like 8,000 manpower or something, because I would need to recruit something, so it wouldn't hit that cap, you know. Probably just two divisions like this. So we just wanna wait until it's December and put a piece that out. So if you don't know, the annually in this game annually if you expand your nations a lot, other countries will hate you, for example. But annually they will less likely to hate you. So you do want to wait until it's December, so you can finish the war and make country hate you, right? But right after to January, they will stop hate you. They will stop hating you, or at least they will hate you less, you know. That's the since I don't think a lot of people, you know, really play EU4. I don't think some people, you know, watch my content really don't play EU4, so I just explain things on layman's terms. So I guess it's vassalizing this guy, and I cannot take this province. That's the problem. Just gonna vassal him and money, if you may. And tax you can get yeah, I don't think I want to get a lot of truce with if you don't know, if you take a lot of demands, there will be a long truce between me and them, and I want the truce to be less long, you know, so I can declare war with them again. That is a strategy. Remove claim in Tilty clan. I mean, we could take some risks. I don't think it would matter much, but I prefer not. We're just gonna vassal them. That's all. That's the option. We can keep up. Oh no, we don't do that. Get the money and then just out. Yeah, that's what we should do. Oh yeah, I shouldn't spy that much on him because, well, I need to get them in one go, you know. I want to get them all in one go. High liberty design, but I don't really care. Yeah, that's what we do around here. We are the chat gamers. We don't really care about the peasants might think or might revolt against us. So since I have these guys like vassals, I guess we're just gonna get these guys with vassals. What more options can I take? Make this guy my vassals. Like, I mean, you can still get this. So I think I'll just do this. Get this guy by vassal instead, since the problem is over here. So let's exploit the border, I think. So I'm just gonna get this province. Oh yeah, no, not getting the province, but I will get this province. Right, I'll get this province. Sorry. Shut up, Nare. Use me. Shut up, man. Do this. Drink some water. You know, when I think about that, I've been thinking. I'm speaking a lot, like at the start of the stream, since I have to talk to you all about the mechanics and stuff like that, and discuss with you when you're chatting with me. But yeah, so in the downtime there wasn't much to say, so. Sometimes, I mean, at the beginning, I often feel like I talk a lot, so I often feel like I need to stop. But for now, I can just non-stop, and I will just stop whenever I like. Like you know, you need to catch your breath if you talk a lot like that, you know. Get this guy. Yeah, get all the province. What else? Get the money. We get the vassals. Get the guy, we get a return call. No. Right, that's what we're gonna get. But people are already started to dislike me. So just so you know, if you're still watching, this like the mechanic. If you are like a nation, so you cannot really expand quickly, right? You cannot be too overpowered. For example, if you are like France and you have Napoleon, for example, you conquer a lot of stuff really fast, or you're like a really god gamer or something. In the process, if you goes really fast, it will make a lot of other players hate you, or in this case, a lot of computer players hate you. So you know. During each year, it will get lower down annually. I mean, just gonna get this yeah, that's the final solution. And let's see if I can exploit this. So yeah, I cannot exploit that, unfortunately, but I will release a vassal out of him before I do anything else. So, I mean, yeah, let's just release the vassals. We'll take the rivals anyways. We're just gonna take this guy. What else? I guess there isn't any. So we're just gonna release this guy. So he's just going to become one of my vassals. This is pretty great, by the way. Since if you take the province, you just can't exploit it without them being angry at you. If you make them your vassal immediately, if you make them your vassal immediately and then you exploit their provinces, then they will get angry at you. But if you release out like peacefully like this, they just are gonna forget everything that we have done to them. So it's like a brainwash mechanic, so to say. Gotta brainwash the computer AI, you know. They know not better. But still, I have a lot of vassals, so my liberty desire is rather high right at this moment. But in the future, maybe I can improve things with this guy, so I can take one of this province out. Hold on. Please think my next course of action. So this guy's my vassals. I'm gonna kill this guy. Gotta make some different vassals out of him. I can establish natural vassals. That's one thing they have added with the mod. Less than 50%. I think I can make this guy less than 50%. No truce though. That would be hard. Or you can make them chieftain. I think that would still count as vassal, right? But in this specific mod, you have a lot of different kind of vassals. So it's pretty dynamic. You can see it in a bit. Hold on. So if their liberty desire is high, though. I mean, do you want to place relative on throne right away, or? So what I often do is, before I break with him, I also place relative on throne. But for now, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Oh yeah, I want to get Song the Cheese. There we go. Got a bit more subject count, yeah. I guess that's it. Don't think get anything. We can take loans. I mean, do you even need to? The Aztec is kind of broken, I think. Kind of broken with this mod. They kind of buff Tenergy clan up. Just slightly a little bit. I know it's slightly, but it could be overpowered. When I say slightly, it means overpowered. Yeah, next on the chopping block. We need to be fast. That's why I'm pausing. I don't want the time to pass or auto would go up. That would be ill advice. You want to pause in this game. It's like a ticking time bomb. I want to declare war with this guy. Or should I humiliate rival with him? I mean, it's not really good. That good of an option. I just flower war him. That's it. So after warring him, we want to siege all the provinces. And during that meantime, I will improve. I'm not waging war with this guy actually, so I can fabricate claim, I guess. What is this province? So later on I can use it. But so I will break my spy, and I'm gonna improve a relation with this guy. Oh, that's kind of right. Improve relation with my vassal, not my ally. Although, yeah, we don't want the time to pass, because, well, I want them to, we have a free conditory from the start, so we want to make use of them, so we want to wage war constantly, you know. So this gotta be another war. If you play as Aztec, you would understand why you would want to wage constant war. But that's just the price you have to pay if you're playing the Aztec. Although they're suffering a little bit from separatists, hope they can handle that well. So without further ado, just shoot back to the Energy Clan. You want to do that beforehand, but we have no time, honestly. Saucer disappeared. The problem with the saucer is spreading spear in our land, and I seem to have gone away, so once again, I guess. That event will fire from time to time. Sometimes it's success, sometimes it's not, I think. You have so basically TLDR, just someone going around our country and saying the end is near, and people really believe it. And I want it to stop because my ticking time bomb is rising. Okay, someone is also taking Otomi down. That's the problem. We don't want them to steal away our provinces like that. I guess I will just take the Overlord. I think it will work, right? Just gonna shoot like this, that's fine. I don't mind the attrition. But this guy need to kill this province, and this guy going to here, and we're just gonna park our troop like this. What do we want to park our troop like this? There we go. And just chat away. I think I can just hang around like this unless I have to micro something. Just gonna. Oh yeah, Phil is just still watching. Maybe some philosophy. I'm feeling a bit bored. Oh yeah, if you look at the Great Temple, if you look over here, in the base game you don't really have the Great Cathedral, but in this game you do have. The image kind of looks unique to a different nation as well, so that's pretty cool. That's one of the details I think it's pretty cool. I just want to go over here, maybe I can do it like this. This two will go here. This will go here. Actually, that's how we do it. That's how we do things around here. I don't know. We even have any troops. I mean, they have 5 gateways, but I think because they are being waged on, they don't really have their troops around here, or they're all dead. Either they are all dead because of their enemies, or either they just fled somewhere else. So that's the problem, yeah, you cannot blame them, but at the same time, cowards. So I guess Jokotan has already entered a coalition against me. That's gonna be an issue. Sorry, but our coalition kinda also curbs your expansionism, so to say. It's just peoples really dislike you if you conquer a lot of authors' peoples, and they're gonna form a party against you. That's how you would understand the coalition system. We can use a bit more defense. Common of planting is wealth. Yeah. Capitalists. While the expert artisans, Podecas often employed by Moctezuma the first, Ehuman Ecumena, and other affluent in our society has attempted to rise above his social status. As a commoner, he is expected to only hold a modest celebration when a child is born. Yet, after the birth of his son last month, he held a banquet worthy of at least a minor noble. So I guess it's like a commoner that is foolish. Why is it not wrong for a commoner to acquire wealth? Finally, they're flaunting it in this way. It's not even a capitalist, you know. If you're a capitalist, sorry that I'm debating politics right now, but if you're a capitalist, you wouldn't want to spend it on a wasteful thing. You would want to invest so you could make some more money. It's just being wasteful, right? Well, it's not wrong for a commoner to acquire wealth. Fighting it in this way is a great insult to our God and our traditions. Have fun to the God that the artisans that must die. His work is too important for him to die. What work even? Like an expert artisan? Like can you just criticize his I'm role playing here, I know, but can you just criticize his personality instead? I don't. With our modern society, we don't even. It doesn't even matter what job you have. If you're still a dick, you're still a dick, right? Still like Elon Musk, even though he had everything, right? Basically, he's an equivalent of a duke or a king in the medieval world, but he's sometimes could be an asshole. Sometimes he could be controversial. Some people could still like him because just because he's like very mimey with the kids. But well, a lot of people dislike him for how he managed things. It matters not your position in your hierarchy, you know. But minus the 10 doomsday event, that's pretty good, yeah. So during the time you play Aztec, I don't think it's chances or there's some like a fixed interval kind of a timer, but yeah, chances are you also get events that also boost or lower your doom. So yeah, it's good to lower your doom. Gonna kill him off, I guess, but I have to spend like points here. Yeah, it's still better to reduce doom anyways. You should always pick the reduce doom option. But yeah, unless if you reform your religion at least, then you can pick the other option.
Phil. Shelterin, Chillwatt, Shelterin, Chillwatt, face blue smiling, hi.
God damn it. It never gets out. Maybe I will reform. This is pretty late, and I think I will just gonna head off to bed early today. Kinda feel tired today, you know. And I do have some work left to do, I think. I just need to think. But I will finish once we finish this war. I was just gonna sign off, if you don't mind. So this is gonna be my first episode of me playing to Aztec. Hope you enjoy. And later on we'll follow the Aztec series, along with our still in the process. I haven't done with David yet.
Face purple crying.
Yeah, what's the use of crying? I will return someday. But I have been rather busy lately. I feel to, I do have some project management to take care of. If you don't know, I'm the project manager of this team, so there's a lot of burden on me. Yeah, I think of the development team, but I'm still studying. It's the thing of it like a final exam where you build like a project, something like that, and I'm the project manager, and I need to do certain things, tasks. I need to code as well. God damn it! Like it's a pretty hard task, but the subject requires everyone to do a little bit of work. It also counts the manager as well. The manager have to also contribute to the team somewhat while doing his management thing. Yeah, it's a bit unfair, but what more can you ask? It's like you're trying to carry the team, you know. Think of it like that. Since I do have more knowledge compared to those guys, I do take the responsibility to become the project manager. But it's a bit tiring to me. But yeah, let's finish this work quick. Since I'm tired now. Yeah. I feel a little bit paralyzed, so yeah, if you don't know, if I talk a lot, I tend to be paralyzed for some reason. Like it's weird. It's like I'm having a seizures, and especially if I'm tired. Yeah, especially if I'm tired. It's very weird. It's very weird. Right? Very weird. Even though I don't feel like I should stop speaking, but if I keep talking, I feel paralyzed for some reason. Very interesting, you know. Maybe you only have that if you're like a streamer or something. I hate the streamer again. I don't even do this for money. I just enjoy doing it. So if you enjoy what I do, yeah, you can leave a like onto this video. I don't know what to I don't want to like begging, but
Phil,
I do this for free anyway.
you know, sometimes we think so much that we can't achieve anything in your life, but sometimes we need trust yourself that you can do anything in your life.
You know, sometimes we think that so much we can even achieve anything in your life. Yeah, like overthinking. I can relate to that. So yeah, and oftentimes in some period of my time in my life, I've been way too over busy, and I do have many different projects, and I keep shifting my mind like towards one and another. So it kind of messes my brains up, and I prefer to think like a single things, and I would like to limit the other things altogether. Like if you are trying to achieve like one certain thing, you would only need to like focus on that one specific thing. For example, if you're busy, right? If you have real life stuff you don't want to do, your entertaining streaming comes with it comes with it's like a secondary thing. You don't want to stream all day. I don't know, I think for a lot of people, they do have the time to stream all day. But for me, it's like a hobby. I don't know how much they would earn with like a streaming job. But I cannot imagine it would be that much. Like you rarely get any donation if you're like if you're like small anyways. You would rather do it like a hobby at first. But I digress. Some people still make it like their hobby, and they still stream all days for some reason. I don't know if they have jobs or not, but I'm just saying, even if you don't have job, you will still feel it's a bit tiring. Yes. I will just need to wait for this. So can't achieve anything in your life. But sometimes we need to trust yourself that you can do anything in your life. Yeah, I actually agree with you with this one, Phil. Yeah, you can always trust yourself. That's a pretty positive thought. I'm honestly surprised since you were pretty much mostly a nihilist, but there's a pretty positive quote coming from you. Yeah. I do strongly resonate with that. Yeah. If you need to trust yourself that you can do it. You know, you need to trust yourself that at the end of the day, sometimes you kinda. Sometimes it's not perfect. You know. I relate to this so much because I'm still a perfectionist, but sometimes it kind of makes me get into my head. So sometimes if you're not if you haven't achieved anything and too fixated on that thing.
Thanks you.
Yeah. Sometimes if you're too fixated on something, you tend to ignore other things, so you might be less efficient. And if you're too fixated on that thing, sometimes I think a lot of people agree that I can put it like an example. Like imagine you are doing a job, right? If you're doing a difficult job and you need to think on what you should do. Like you think of like a plan or a strategy for your doing your job, right? And you need to think of something big, like this could matter a lot with your career, or it could matter to your company, to your startup company, for example. And you need to come up with a certain plan. It's no use to. I think a lot of people agree. It's no use to overthink that stuff, and just go with the best option you have in mind, right? But because if you overthink that stuff, sometimes it's gonna steer to a bad direction. But you still need to account like which possible stuff that could happen if you take some certain decision, for example. It's like you're contemplating, right? But it's like you're contemplating, but yeah, let's just roll with it. It's no use. I don't know. It just probably the example, but the example I would like to give it is like if you're like a programmer, for example, you are coding an algorithm, but you have some sort of bottleneck and you cannot solve this. You cannot solve like a bug, for example. There are a bug on your program and you cannot solve them, and it's no use overthinking like how you should solve them, like trying to program it for 8 hours until you can solve that problem. I don't think that is like a really good. You need to take a break sometime, and especially if you are a problem solver. I think for a lot of problem solving jobs, you need to take a break sometime, let your brain rest a little bit, and then if you go back at it, you can solve it right away. A psychiatrist kind of told me that, so I kind of took that advice to heart. You need to take a break when you're reaching a bottleneck. Yeah. Otherwise, you keep fixating on that problem. What more it can solve you, right? Rather than that, maybe you can take a break and
You know, I realize
walk,
right
you know.
now that I use so much sometime in my quote.
Yeah. Again, a lot of people do take their quote at heart. But yeah, I do agree. Sometimes all you need is just a walk, and then it's like an eureka moment, you know. And then you just figure out the problem right away for some reason. Our human being is pretty strange, you know. We're not machines. We act we act with our emotions, like 100% of the time. We act with our emotions. If you take for a walk, for example, it makes you relax, and after that, even though even though you feel like focusing on your solving the problem would be better, like solving the problem non-stop until you solve it. Sometimes it still be faster to relax a little bit and then come back to the problem and solve it. Yeah, it's like a moment. It's like a moment of contemplating, if you will. Come on, we don't have a day. Finish the race. Great Mexican poet. The spoken word has always had a special significance to our people. Songs and recitation feature prominently in all our religious and profane ceremonies, and even our highest leaders are referred to as Vietnamese speakers. Oral poetry is therefore one of the most sacred form of art that are one of a few accepted ways in which a person can express dissatisfactions, anxiety, and even doubt about fate itself without angering the gods. Recently, I am immensely popular now. An immensely popular now tour poet has arrived in Tennessee clan, praising our city and its people, but criticizing sorry. Man. I've been trying to dramatically read this, but I kind of forgot. Recently, an immensely popular now tour poet has arrived in Tennessee clan, praising our city and its people, but criticizing the Talotani himself. So he pleases that the god and the people, and I lose doom. That's good. That's the option we take, baby. God damn it. Faster, faster, faster. Time is ticking, you know, time is ticking. So, Phil, I mean, imagine if you're playing Taboriski in TNO. Basically, this is how you play this nation. What's it Taboriski? Who's the one who has like a clock mechanic? Like his stuff was like the funny clock man. If you remember, right? It's like a ticking time bomb mechanic. So imagine if you're playing Taboriski right now. That'd be really stressful, right? I haven't played him, so I cannot. I don't know, but I have seen people playing him. I just cannot wait until you reform one of the religions. Oh, come on, come on, come on, one more. Oh, god damn it, I crashed. Yeah, I crashed, so if you can see here, I just, yeah, paradox, okay. Why did you crash my game? But well, you can see I'm about to head out anyway, so this is a good time to stop. So thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend and Friday. Although I still have to put in some work onto my project. But well, good luck to you all regardless. What else? I have nothing else to say. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoy what I bring. Remember to like and oh yeah, I'll be waiting to catch like this girl. I think she's like a new streamer, and she also let's just search for her. She's like a new streamer, and she's been responding to my comment, so
Phil. Face purple crying.
yeah. So see if she's have any comment, but she seems like she did a bit of advertisement so people would know about her well, I think. To know about her existed, yeah. Let me reply something to her. I think I can let me just add to her. Gotcha. I don't know. Since we need to end this soon, I cannot think of a poem to write to her. But yeah, I want to contact her, by the way. Maybe you can do a collab or something. That'd be my plan. But yeah, he's planning to play EU4 4 days in 4 days during what's the date? Today is Sunday. It's Saturday already. It's already the next day. Sorry, the calendar. So maybe give her a watch. I will put a link down. She's a girl. She's a new streamer, so might as well need the support she needs. I don't know what kind of idea would she have with EU4, so we'll wait and see. I don't know what kind of idea will she have. It's kind of exciting, to I guess it's kind of exciting to kind of comment. I can comment on here. Sorry. I think it's kind of exciting to see that content creator is being created,
https://www.youtube.com/atlatisafro and vtuber.
Right. But in my opinion, I think it's pretty exciting to see someone who just freshly started their YouTube channel. Might as well support them. So yeah. If you can catch her during 14 February, she will start a new stream.
Crying.
And yeah, with that out of the way, hope you enjoy what I bring. Remember to like, because I don't have any monetization enabled in my channel. It's more like a future thing, and I'm working towards it. If it's possible, I just see the options. If it's too much of a bother, I will just not bother with it. But well, for now, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you want more strategy game content, and I'll see you in the next episode of me playing through Aztec and dive at EU4, and I will also continue with a border playthrough as well. It will not just want to be over for me for the dive playthrough if you're following that series, So humanity first, as always. Stay safe, everybody.